G'day.
How's the weather?
Oh, mate, tell you what.
Fucking sunny one day, fucking rainy the next, mate.
4 seasons. Oh, bloody Jesus.
Oh, weather. Rainy, rainy, rainy.
rainy rain.
I was fucking fanging it here.
Were
Skidding
ya?
everywhere.
In your
Skidding
Mad Dog
and
gold car.
In my 2003 XR6.
Yeah, sick cunt.
Before we start, right, I was thinking that our podcasts aren't very funny. Our first one was like funny, but we're not funny because we're fucking losers and we're uncreative.
We haven't got very good subject matter.
No. But, so I wrote some jokes.
Oh, my God. This is going to go badly.
You ready for my jokes?
Oh, fuck. Am I ready? I don't know.
What did the Italian goalie say? You'll never get it past to me.
What are you doing?
What did the crippled Indian say? You'll have to carry me home.
Are they all food related?
What
Racist food jokes is such a niche.
What did Jesus say when he was angry? Don't cross me. What did the cricket player say when he found out his wife was cheating? I'm stumped.
I'm going to leave. I'm going to fucking
You ready
leave.
for my best one? What did Captain Kirk say when he was the guy who used to run a torture dungeon?
Something about beaming me up.
Start the rack.
I don't get that. I got all
There's
the
some
others.
jokes for you. That's Marty's joke hour.
What a way to start. Fucking hell.
Come on, bit of humour.
Yeah.
No, I've been watching
Debatable.
I've been watching a lot of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
So dry.
All right, Stu, you've lost weight. You're no longer
Heaps of shit's happened.
You're no longer a
since
fat pork chop. You're
3 weeks ago.
a skinny pork chop.
Yeah. For those that don't know, I had my gallbladder out.
What does a gallbladder even do?
So it goes your liver, which produces bile, and it gets stored in the gallbladder to break down the food. That gets sent to the pancreas through a bile duct. So I was producing too much bile.
Is that from drinking too much?
Eating shit, drinking too much. And that happened 2 years ago 2.5 years ago where I got gallstones because there was too much bile sitting in the gallbladder. So it builds up, it just solidifies. And yeah, I had and that was directly, I think I was saying it last time. That was directly after my fucking, we talked about it last podcast. But then it flared up again 2 weeks ago. Were we talking about it?
I think
we can't have been then.
I remember hearing something. You said something about it.
Well, it flared up 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I had 2 attacks in one day, and then I had another 4 over the next few days. So I was going to let it pass, but I went and saw a specialist, and they were like, "Yeah, your private health doesn't cover it," which is fucking bullshit.
That's weird.
Yeah. So it's a shit policy that I'm on, so I got to change it.
But it was an emergency anyway.
So
it ended up being an emergency.
It ended up being one.
Yeah.
Because I was just gonna wait because it was I was basing it on 2.5 years ago. I haven't had anything happen, but obviously I had an infection because it just kept happening. So I ended up going to the emergency and they checked me in straight away. So I was in the hospital for 5 days. Fucking roller coaster that was.
Why?
Because so the night before I went, I had 4 hours of uncontrollable shivering. I was feverish. And I was so cold, but I actually wasn't. Deb was like, "You're not cold at all." I had to put on bed socks, tracksuit pants, and a jumper to get to sleep. It was fucked. So the next day the whole body in pain, just aching, just oh my God.
And how long ago was this? 3 weeks ago?
So this was 3 Thursdays ago. So next day I went to the doctor and was like, and get some blood tests, see if I've got any infections, whatever. They're like, just go straight to the emergency.
Good.
So I did, and then they checked me in. So the first 2 days I was in all of that pain for the whole time. Those first 2 days they were feeding me painkillers. At the end of those 2 days, they did the first procedure, which was shoving a camera down my throat.
Fuck that. I had that once actually.
Yeah, and they pulled out some of the stones from my bile duct, and that immediately made me feel a lot better. But then I couldn't piss, and then I had to get a catheter in, which is fucked. You don't want that. It's just so weird. Like I was half
Tube
out
up
of
your
it when
dick.
they put it in. Yeah, I was half out of it when they put it in, but when they pulled it out, fuck me. But because I couldn't piss, it was just dribbling out. I couldn't. I've had heaps in there. Immediately after they put it in, it filled up like 500 mils of piss into the fucking thing. This is what everyone wants to hear about, right? Like everyone wants to know about this shit. But then, so then they had to wait because they wanted to see whether there was anything wrong with my liver or the pancreas. And it turns out there wasn't. And then they got me back down. I was feeling pretty much normal when they took the gallbladder out. So yeah, 5 days in hospital. It wasn't bad.
How much weight did you lose?
I don't know. I haven't weighed myself, to be honest. But I reckon I've probably lost, like 3 or 4 kilos, I reckon. I'm missing an organ that I once had.
What's the point of not having it now?
Nothing. Now the liver just puts the bile straight through to the pancreas. So it's not bad now. Now you can't
So
produce
you eat shit?
excess. Now?
No.
I wasn't, nah.
Well, then...
I honestly don't know what made it flare up because I was not eating any differently. Probably over the last 6 weeks, this year I've probably loosened up a little bit, but the year before that I was actually eating really good. But I think it happens when I have late shifts and stuff. That always fucks everything up.
Your gallbladder doesn't like staying up late.
No, because planning the food is hard. Because by the time you get into work, you've already had lunch. But then you're hungry again by halfway through that. And then you end up eating dinner at like fucking 9:30 at night. It's just, it doesn't work. No, it threw me out. So I've probably just got to get better at that. But yeah, no, there's no effect in what I can eat now. Like it's the same.
That's good. So it's like, people get their appendix out and that. Every cunt used to get their appendix
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Now no one
I never
does.
got it.
I never got it out.
No.
I don't think I did.
No, I never did.
Every second person, got my appendix taken out.
Yeah.
Now no one.
Yeah.
Now we're keeping them. It's weird.
But we're not in
Fucking
primary
conspiracy.
school, so we don't know whether every kid
No.
does. They probably do.
I'm not in primary school anymore. That's
Aren't
good.
you?
That's a good point.
You might be.
I wish. No,
Your
I don't.
brain might be.
I don't. I had me Rico in April and I was in hospital just for 1 day.
Yeah.
And then the nurse was like, I told the nurse, pack me up, please, I'm going home. She's like, I don't think, no, you should stay. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
She goes, you're still in pain. I'm like, well, I'd rather be in pain at home. Like,
Yeah.
if it was like a heart
No, I
or-
wouldn't. No way.
Fuck that. I hate hospital. It's the
Yeah.
worst.
I didn't hate it
Uncomfortable.
that much.
I can't sleep. Just give me the painkillers and I'll fucking go home.
Mm.
But I tried to take no painkillers.
See, why? Who cares? What's the worst that can happen?
Get addicted?
Yeah, but as if you would.
Yeah, no. That's fine. I didn't get addicted to it. I ended up taking about 3 days worth of oxys. And sort of, I remember even by the second day,
Yeah.
it was like, yes, it's bedtime. I get to take painkillers.
Oh, really?
A little bit.
Yeah,
just
no.
a little bit. It's like, yeah, painkiller now because then I get to go to bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I think that a lot of people do that, I think.
When I was in there, I was in so much pain for the first 2 days. So that was just like, give me more. Like, give me whatever you can. I didn't give a fuck. And the nurses are real good at the Austin. Like, they were awesome. So
Yeah, that's where I had my
I was
Rico.
happy to let them just take care of me. Like, seriously, I don't
take care of me.
Yeah, honestly. Like, I'll just lie there. You just do whatever you got to do. You know, people that argue and some people that like...
Yeah, but I've generally had good experience with nurses, but no, some are, maybe because they're overworked, some are really, really bad
Gruff.
and not even paying attention to what's happening.
Yeah. They've probably been doing it for too long, maybe.
Yeah, or whatever,
'Cause all the younger
overworked
ones
or
are
whatever. But
super keen about it.
I remember,
There was only really, I reckon there was only like 3 or 4 nurses that were probably over 50. Everyone else was like younger.
Yeah, I tried to not press the little morphine button.
I didn't have that hooked up, so they had to give me tablets. Yeah, which was good, I suppose, because I'd just wake up when they checking me fucking blood pressure. Anyway, so that happened. That was a thing that happened, and then I had to have fucking another week off work, that was way worse than hospital in terms of boredom.
Why?
I was just lying on the couch doing fuck all.
After the operation,
Yeah.
after everything. You had to have a week
'Cause
off.
Can't do anything. Like, can't drive.
Yeah.
I was still on painkillers for probably 3 or 4 days, and then I stopped because I wasn't in any pain anymore. But just lying at home.
Yeah,
and
it's shit.
It's just so boring.
Yeah, I think I had 10 days off after me Rico because I couldn't walk.
It's just so boring.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Even the first day I was like, I'm bored.
Yeah.
Because I need to do shit. I I cannot, like at night after work, easily I'll
You're
sit
dead.
in front of the TV.
Yeah.
But on days off, I have to do something. I
Yeah.
can't just sit at home. It's so
But it's
boring.
also, like, I think someone said, oh, cool, just relax. It's like, but it's not a holiday. Like, I'm in a bit of pain.
And you're at home.
And I'm at home. And everyone else is going to work anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked. By my last days, I was full angry. And
I was angry
wanting
at
to
Deb because she
fight.
wouldn't let me fucking go to work. My car was at my parents' house. I couldn't get it. And she's like, no, you're staying home. I'm like, I need to go to work. I'm so bored.
Yeah.
She's
And it's not like you're
it's
fucking...
Good, it's good to rest.
Yeah, but it's not like you're a bricklayer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's not
exactly.
too
I'm sitting in
strenuous
front
unless
of
you're
the
carrying
camera.
these fucking things around, which you don't carry them. And
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah. I can't go to the gym for a few weeks probably. I just have to wait till it's all healed. I got 4 puncture wounds. They look like stab wounds. Pretty dope.
Tough, Stu.
Sick cunt.
Yeah, hospitals are fucked.
Yeah.
I remember one of the times I had me Rico. Stop me if I've said this one before, mate.
You probably have.
I was there with the morphine button.
Yeah.
This was years ago, and I was in a fuck ton of pain.
Yeah.
I think it was when I got my nose done, actually. Pressing the button, and like nothing's happening. And I'm
Yeah.
still in pain. I'm pressing it, nothing's happening. And my dad was there. I go, Dad, is this thing working? And he's fucking smoking in the hospital. And he's just like, yeah. I'm like, fuck. I go, fucking call someone, please, because I'm going to blow my brains
He's
out.
smoking in the hospital.
Secretly. No, I'm joking. He just smokes a lot. And he,
He was then.
not in the hospital.
Yeah.
It's all jokes, Stu. Come on.
These are jokes, people. These are jokes.
Anyway, so he got a nurse. Nurse came. She checked the little pipes. She goes, no, it's working.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
remember.
And I'm like, fuck. Maybe I'm just fucking can't handle this. My dad's like, you fucking pussy. Press. I go after about another hour. I go, you know what? Fuck it. Call him Robinson and go home. I can't. There's no
Yeah.
point me dying here. Get a different nurse. Now the nurse comes. It was never connected. The morphine was just leaking into the bed. So I had all this wet bed full of morphine.
Yeah, you said that. It's fucked.
And then I'm like, okay, well, can we? They're like, oh, the anaesthetist is gone, so we only give you Panadol. I'm like, it's not going to help fucking anyone.
God.
That was at the can't remember where that was, but I've had operations in the Northern, Box Hill, and the Austin.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't send my worst enemy to the Northern.
Yeah.
That was not very good.
Yeah.
Box Hill was good.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, come.
Yeah, so...
What else? You got everything. I've got zero,
Well,
mate.
so it was probably last Friday morning. I was still in bed because I wasn't going to work yet. And I hear this fucking loud noise. I'm like, I get out of bed. I was like, what the fuck was that? Deb had almost fallen through the floor when she was having a shower.
Oh, really?
The drain had literally, the floor had fallen through.
Like
This
she didn't
big hole.
slice her leg open.
Yeah, but she didn't. But there was a hairline crack since we moved in.
Yeah.
And it hadn't changed the whole time. But then just
water and
all of a
pressure
sudden,
and that.
Yeah. All of a sudden it just fucking broke the other day.
Fuck.
So sweet as the fucking real estate agents couldn't get anyone in that day. So then they couldn't get anyone in until fucking Tuesday.
Make sure you withhold rent.
That's what,
until it's
yeah,
until it's fixed and that.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can get some dollars off.
Yeah.
They didn't come in till Tuesday. So this old bloke, he's probably about 55 or 60, no teeth. Nice enough guy, but doesn't seem like the smartest tool in the shed. But
Don't
he's
judge
been
a book
fishing
by
it.
its cover.
Fixing it since Tuesday. It's still not finished. He's like, yeah, it's a 4-day job. I'm like, that would mean it would have been done yesterday. But it's not. He's coming back next week.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a shower. It's been fucked. I've got a shower here at the studio, so.
Yeah, fuck that. I remember when I was renovating the bathroom at my old place, it was unenjoyable.
Nah.
I had to shower every morning down my mate's place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Showers are important in that, aren't they?
You just feel gross at the very least.
Yeah. I have to every morning, can't. Sometimes twice a day, who knows?
Yeah.
If I'm feeling luxurious.
Ah, do you have a bath?
Not at this place.
No.
Not at my place now. But
Baths. I don't mind a bath.
yeah. Just sitting in your own piss for 2 hours.
Yeah. Make sure you do it right at the start. All right. It's been boring so far. You're right. Let's try and make it funnier for the people.
I've already told my jokes.
There
I've
was
already
this
told my
dude
jokes. I've told
in
my
the
sweet
hospital.
jokes. My jokes was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. There was this bloke in the hospital. I keep forgetting about him. He probably got there at like 12:30 in the afternoon, and he sounded pissed. He sounded fucking wasted. They put him in the bed next to me.
Annoying.
And he was like just being so disobedient, and I felt so bad for the nurses because they had to put up with this fuckwit. And his story was he had been drinking the day before, during the day, and that was like a Tuesday or something random. And he went to a job. He was a painter. He went into the wrong house, and a dog attacked him.
Oh,
bit his arm.
Fuck that dog! They're gonna put that dog down in that.
Fucking brutal.
Who
knows what happened? He was pissed.
Yeah.
So who knows what happened?
I thought he walked in. Would have been sweet if he walked in. It's like, all right, I'm starting that war. And these people come home with their, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, but he didn't go in that night. He didn't go into the hospital as soon as he did that. He fucking went to the bar and kept drinking.
Yeah.
I overheard this because his mate was talking to him and shit. He couldn't string a fucking sentence together. He only blew 0.02, or his blood content was only blood.
Because all the blood, all the alcohol has been on the floor where the dog bit him. The dog's probably drunk.
God, yeah. So he was annoying, but that was fucking hilarious. I had like my iPad and shit, and I was listening to podcasts all the time. That day, I just sat there listening to what was going on. I just couldn't, I was like, this is fucking...
Nursing is the only profession I think that I have sympathy for. You know what I mean?
Pretty bad.
Like when they're like...
Because it's a valiant profession. Like it's a good thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
Like and me working at Liquorland, putting up with that.
Yeah, it's mental pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
But and it's sometimes unappreciated
by the patients. Yeah.
By patients, public, just people generally as well a little bit. They're the only, like when I hear school teachers, oh, you want more money? It's like, yeah, all right, get a real job and don't have 14 weeks off.
Yeah.
Nurses,
I know.
They're whatever you want.
Because you got to do
whatever you want for nurses.
Got to do gross shit.
Fuck yeah! Deal with dickheads. Deal with sick dickheads in pain.
Because everyone
get yelled at.
It's the complete public.
Dealing with doctors, arrogant douchebag doctors.
Yeah, big time.
It'd be fucking hard. You got to be a special kind of person to be a fucking nurse.
Yeah.
I remember one time when I was in hospital, it was like 3 a.m, and it was so shit. I was in a room with like 100 other people. Across from me was like this 98-year-old woman who broke her hip, and they're just waiting for her to die because they can't do anything.
Yeah.
And she's just got all night,
moaning,
all night. I'm like, fuck. Then this old fucking loser next to me shits himself every fucking 6 hours.
Yeah.
And they've got to clean him and that. If someone came in and said, I've shit myself, I'd walk away and put you in the bit. I wouldn't even touch you and I'd just walk away. Fuck that.
It's not something that you think about.
You couldn't give me enough money.
Deb wants to be a nurse. She wants to go back to school to do it.
Okay.
I'm like,
special.
good
like
on
I said,
you. She loves that.
It's a very special kind of person.
Push that thing.
Can be a nurse.
Come apart. Yeah.
Fuck.
I know.
No way.
I would have no interest in it. No.
Can you just help me? I need someone to help me wipe my dick.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's just like, even the fact that it's just the general public. It's not like a specific type of person. It's everyone. Come one, come all.
Yeah.
Like,
in public especially, yeah.
Yeah, and you can't control who's going to walk through the door. And it was I actually liked their system, was that all of the nurses on a specific day is in charge, like in terms of every different nurse has their day that they're in charge. So even if you've only just started, like some of the chicks had only been there for 5 months and they were in charge of the whole ward for the day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a good thing to do. You'd have some cunts that are shit at it, though.
It's probably very high burnout rate.
Big time. If you were in charge every day, it'd be fucking
but I'm saying
brutal.
I'm saying like in general. Like that's why you might have seen a lot of younger nurses.
Yeah.
Because they're all fucking naive.
Yeah, I know. I know, but I thought that was interesting. That's an interesting way to do it, because like that would teach, like you're going in the deep end, and that's the best way to learn.
Yep.
Like, but there would be shit cunts that would be in charge, and you'd be like, fuck, they're in charge today.
Yeah. Shit's
gonna go bad.
Yeah.
But I still think it's good to give that responsibility to everyone, because then it's like everyone's got to do it. There's not just one person in charge. If you fucking didn't do something that day,
Yeah.
irresponsible. I like that.
Yeah, no, I've generally had good experiences with nurses. I can't think of one where it stands out where they were shit. In
No,
any
I
way.
didn't have any.
I think I had a male nurse a couple of times he was a bit short and grumpy.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so I saw Joker.
Yeah,
That was fucking awesome.
yeah. I've nearly forgotten the whole
I know.
movie. I'll let you go in a minute so I can just spill this out.
Go.
It
I wish we could have talked about it
earlier,
sooner.
yeah. It was boring, and it was okay.
I don't know if
It was nothing
boring.
groundbreaking. Like
Definitely wasn't groundbreaking.
it was like the story of a guy who had an abusive mum
Yeah.
and a father that wasn't around.
Yeah.
It's like, all right,
Yeah.
I've seen that a
Yeah,
trillion
yeah.
times.
And it's
like
clever the way that they connected it. And I reckon, do you reckon that they wrote it initially
As
to
not a
be-
Joker movie.
Yeah.
I hope they did, but then I hope they didn't because they sold it short by making it a Joker movie.
Maybe.
And that's the only way they could, in this current day and age, that's the only way they
Yeah.
could have got this movie through.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas, like, I've
Because
bloody gone
the
on
director
about
was Todd
100 times.
Phillips.
Yeah.
And he's done fucking all comedy movies. He did the Hangover,
Hangover and that, yeah.
Old School.
Yeah.
Like,
It was well shot, and you got immersed in the world of dirty, grungy New York or whatever it's called,
Yeah.
Gotham City and
Yeah.
that. Yeah. But it was very predictable.
yeah, I didn't get shocked by anything.
Sorry. It was predictable. But they threw in some things.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching it. This is all spoilers, so if you haven't watched it, fuck off.
Yeah.
The girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like, I remember watching it, and
That was the one part in the movie where they revealed that she's not his girlfriend that I didn't like. That was the
Hold on,
one
what do you mean?
Where they revealed it to the audience. How
As
did
in
the
they smashed it
flashbacks.
over your head?
Correct.
Yeah, I know. It's very...
Why?
I know.
I understood it.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as he's sitting there and she goes, "You're in the wrong house." Cool, I get it.
I know.
And now it's like, ooh,
Yeah.
she wasn't actually there.
And they throw these flashbacks over not being there. I know, they dumbed it down, but...
Fucking annoying. Don't need to.
Yeah,
Don't-
you-
I reckon that wasn't his choice. The director.
I nearly knocked that water over. No, correct. The higher ups would have seen
Yeah.
it and would have gone, we need to explain this
Yeah,
clearly.
fuck
But
yeah.
there's other things in there that weren't explained clearly. So
Go on.
Before that, like, yeah, I remember saying it was predictable. I remember watching it and thinking, why the fuck is she with him? I don't get why is she with him? And then it's like, she's not. It's like, oh,
Yep.
makes sense. Do you think he killed her?
Nah.
You see, I think he did.
Nah.
Why no? Just cause they didn't show it?
Well, I have my own theory, but I'll wait till you're finished with all of your stuff.
Well, because the next scene is a scene of him sitting in his room laughing uncontrollably,
yeah.
and in the window behind is blue and red lights.
Yes.
That's all that scene is.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is he laughing uncontrollably?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, and I sort of got this, I thought of this, and this is credit to like Game of Thrones, which I never got this either until it got hit over my head. In Game of Thrones, the books, they're all written from people's point of views.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've said this already, but in season 4, whenever it was, when Joffrey dies, and then Jamie virtually rapes Cersei next to Joffrey's body.
Yeah.
I remember watching that at the time and being like, this is fucking dumb as. This
Yeah.
is just to shock people.
Yeah,
Jamie never raped Cersei. He loved her. Rah, rah, rah. But then you read the book again, and because that chapter is written from his point of view, he says things like, she was pushing me
Asking
away,
for it.
but I knew that was her way of saying she wanted me to
Right,
do
right,
it. And
right.
so you're reading it like, oh, this is consensual.
Yeah.
But it's from his point of view,
Yeah.
and it probably wasn't. In the movie, so yeah, I think he killed the girlfriend.
Okay.
And I think the entire last 15 minutes never happened.
That is the thought that I had immediately.
He never killed Robert De Niro.
He
never went on the show.
Correct. I felt like the point that it kicked into his imagination was when his mum died.
When he kills his mum? Or maybe he never does.
Yeah. So and then I saw a meme. So that was my thing. Immediately after we walked out of the movie, I said to Deb, I reckon half of that shit didn't happen because the reason that why I thought that is they showed the scene where Bruce Wayne and his parents are walking down the street twice. at the end.
Oh yeah, before
Right?
they get shot.
So they show it from them walking out of the city and everything's fucking batshit crazy, right? And you can hear all these noises, you can hear all this stuff going on, there's fucking heaps of shit going on, and then the guy comes out and he kills him.
Yep.
Then, when he's thinking about it in hospital again, for some reason he thinks about that, but he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. I can't remember that, but okay.
He wasn't there. He was on the top of the car.
Yeah.
Everyone was cheering at him, right? So he didn't see that happen. So how did he know that that happened?
Yeah.
Also, when he has that flashback, it's silent, apart from inside the scene where the guy is about to kill Bruce Wayne and his parents.
Yeah.
It's completely silent. There's no havoc going on, and he's thinking about it and laughing, and he goes, "You wouldn't get it," to the chick.
Right.
So that's what made me go, okay, I reckon he imagined heaps of that.
Because we already
because
we've already been told when they smashed you over the head with it
that he imagines shit.
that we have what's the word?
Unstable.
No. We have I can't think of the fucking word. We have a narrator or a character or whatever that can't be trusted.
Yes.
What he's viewing and seeing isn't happening.
Correct.
And now we're seeing and viewing what he's doing.
Yeah.
Probably not happening.
Yeah, and I saw, and
a lot of people don't. A lot of people wouldn't have picked that up.
Deb didn't think that any of it was in his head.
She thought all of it was real.
Apart from the girlfriend thing, which is, I think, what they intended the public to believe. But then I saw this meme the other day, and you've probably seen it, where the clocks don't change throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, I didn't look into that.
Well, I haven't watched it again. Deb went and saw it again. I go, watch for that and think about my theory. And she goes, yeah. And she still didn't say that she knows.
All the clocks are stuck on the one time or something.
Yeah, every single clock in the movie
that's been in other movies.
Yeah.
Can't think which ones.
Sweet can.
Yeah. So I touch her. Sweet can. So, Mr. Simpson, you admit you touched her can. Mr. Simpson, your silence is only going to prolong your...
Mr. Simpson! Mr. Simpson!
No! Is this like that time where the crocodile bit that lady's bottom? Oh, yeah, we had a good laugh about that. But that crocodile was sexually harassing that woman. Fuck. That's where you Simpsons are ahead of their time.
Fucking oath. But yeah, the fact that the clocks are the same throughout the whole movie could indicate that it's all in his head throughout the whole movie.
He's frozen in a time. He's frozen in time.
Yeah, well, he's always been in hospital. He's always imagining things, which
I don't think he's always been. He's always been in
could
hospital from
be.
a point.
Yeah, I think before, you know, when they yell at him when he's walking down the stairs,
The cops.
the cops.
Yep.
I reckon that's where he got arrested. So that's immediately after he kills his mum.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you could.
You never know.
You never know, and you don't know. You don't know at what point does reality stop. You don't know. You can guess when it stops.
Yeah.
Because it might stop. It probably stops the exact point the point he works out the girlfriend's not real. The fact he works out his mum abused him and isn't his real mum.
Yeah.
That's
Bruce Wayne's dad isn't his dad.
Yeah, those three things.
Yeah.
I reckon from there reality stops.
Yeah, because I was real interested when they were playing at the point that he could have been Bruce Wayne's brother. I was like, that's sick, but it's not true because it's not true in any other DC shit.
But that DC shit, I couldn't give a flying fuck.
I know
My little cousin Nicholas, he wanted to have a chat about it, and he made plenty of good points. But he was like, I didn't like it because the Joker is meant to be a very clever psycho, thinks of 100 different ways, and anarchist. This Joker's a fucking weak idiot. And I go, yeah, but it shouldn't be a Joker movie.
Yes. Yeah.
They chuck that on there so
Correct.
people go watch it, and also they chuck that on there so that it can
more
slip.
movies.
They don't make more movies.
I hope they don't.
They won't.
I hope
think
they don't.
I think Joaquin Phoenix said he's not doing it.
Yeah, good.
But also so they can slip it in to our mainstream.
Because that would never be a mainstream movie if it didn't have Joker on it.
Correct.
No way. It would still be released, but it would have been some shitty art house movie.
Yeah.
That Joaquin Phoenix still could have been in.
Yeah.
But I heard
that
they originally had someone else in mind, and then they asked Joaquin, and he was like, yeah. But then they started to write it around him being the Joker. Or something.
His abilities as well. He was
He's
great.
a
I hope
fucking
he gets
mad dog.
nominated for
as if he won't.
something.
He can't not, man. That movie's fucking. It's
They
tops.
they don't give comic book movies anything unless
don't?
unless you're Heath Ledger and you literally die.
But I don't think he got really any.
He did. He won
might have
best
got
weight.
supporting
He
actor.
won fucking Academy Award.
Did he?
Yeah. He was the second ever post
Mortem.
death person.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I thought Joaquin Phoenix was grouse. I really liked. I mean,
Yeah.
he takes a fuckload of talent to be able to laugh, do that thing while he's like nearly crying at the same time, like on the train before he
crazy.
shoots those three guys. He was like laughing and choking and crying and that at the same time.
And I read those articles that you sent me about.
Yeah, see, they're everywhere.
Guardian.
Like it's so. It's I don't know why they annoy me.
No, they're fucking annoying.
But why?
Because it's,
You didn't make it, and
know,
they're
it's-
not.
and it's an opinion
the
piece.
article is a lie. So
It's
why does it
opinion
annoy you?
piece.
Why do lies annoy you?
I don't think I get as annoyed as you do.
I don't get annoyed at all, really. No, I don't. I really don't. I more get annoyed at people
the way that
aren't aware.
it works. Oh, okay.
Like most generally middle-aged people that I talk, they're like, "Oh, I heard it's really, really bad." Heard from where?
Yeah,
from
exactly.
What? Have you seen it? You grew up. The Taxi Driver came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
The King of Comedy came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
Falling Down came out in the early 90s, I think. They're all movies that did the Joker movie a trillion times better and based it in our reality. Joker movie would have had it wouldn't. It would have been better if it was based in New York City as opposed to Gotham City, if it was based in reality. But they can't do that because we have those movies already.
Yeah.
It's called fucking Falling Down. It's called Taxi Driver. They exist. Go watch them. I get annoyed when people are like, I was chatting to one person. Oh, it really affected me. Really, really affected me. How? Tell me how. And then Julia's like, shut up, they're allowed to say things. I'm like, no, they're not. They can't just say anything and not be fucking criticised as an idiot. And it's like, no, I have friends that suffer with things like that. Do ya? Okay.
How does this affect you, though?
That's irrelevant to you.
Correct.
It's just people, it's people who like being
Secondhand.
victims. It's like, you're bankrupt of any creativity, so you latch on to the fact you're offended and that's now your fucking creativity. It was a fine movie that was average.
I've
it was
seen
average.
I've seen 100 times worse movies than that.
Everybody
Fucking
should have by now.
yes,
An
correct.
An adult should have seen worse movies than that. More shocking.
Have you seen-
more thought provoking?
What's that Funny Games? Have you seen that movie?
No, I know it.
Fucking sick.
Yeah.
And that's brutal and it's unsettling and
Brutal just because it's violent.
there's violence in
Hmm.
it, but the characters are very unsettling and unhinged
Hmm.
and that's a movie that does that, but more fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, I won't go into any
I haven't
details,
seen
but
it.
shit happens in it and you're like, fuck, nah. And Joker, no, it's just some guy that kills people.
Yeah,
but after going through some shit.
One of the biggest I mean, I'm happy for the people who made the movie because the massive beat up and the garbage articles from the fucking Guardian and shit like that only made it the highest fucking box office R-rated movie of all time.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them that they did well.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, that's the end of the day. It's like, the old Eminem thing. The more people criticize it,
Correct.
the more people wanted
There's
to
no-
fucking listen to it.
Yeah, no such thing as bad publicity.
No.
There's criticism.
Yeah,
The
I haven't
criticism's good.
heard any genuine criticism of the movie other than it was a rehash of movies that have existed for many years already. It was predictable.
To an extent.
Yeah, if
an
you
extent.
ignoring all the unreliable main character, like you don't know what's real and what's not, ignoring that stuff, which again has been done before, but that's fine.
Yeah, I
If
can't
you-
say I was surprised by anything that happened.
Yeah,
I wasn't like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
no.
It's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense in a movie that I've seen 100 times before. Yeah. It's like here comes the part where the only part that was surprising me was not even. I was going to say the part that was surprising me was the fact he had that girlfriend, but then I thought it's a Hollywood movie. Of course, there has to be a love interest. But then they, flipped it and she's not real or whatever. Not the worst movie I've ever seen.
I loved it.
Better
I thought
than
it was
other
fucking-
movies.
I thought it was really good. I thought it was good. I'd probably say like a 9 out of 10.
Nah.
I would. I really enjoyed it.
No way.
I didn't.
It
Apart
was-
from that,
I enjoyed it too. I thought it was great too.
yeah.
But so you say it's a step under your greatest movie of all time?
Well, I've got a lot of movies that I give 10. I rate a lot of movies on IMDb.
Yeah, I'm a Yelper. Was that from South Park? Yeah, I'm an IMDb.
Yeah.
Why?
I rate a
What-
lot of 10s.
What movies are 10?
Do you want me to, I'll go through them if you want. They're fucking good. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
much.
well,
They're
you
fucking
fucking
good.
want to be.
But I liked it. I thought it was really good. I've rated 1,038 titles. So let's have a look.
Give me a couple of 10s.
Yeah. Sort by your rating. Refine. It includes TV shows as well. Breaking Bad, Shawshank, Godfather, Dark Knight, Pulp Fiction, Inception, Seinfeld, Philly, Simpsons, Curb, Star Wars Episode 5, Matrix, that sort of stuff.
Yep.
That's all 10s.
Yeah,
Then-
I wouldn't give Breaking Bad
Yeah.
10, and I wouldn't give
Departed,
Shawshank.
American History X, 7.
Wouldn't give Departed.
Departed's fucking sick.
I love Departed too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I gave Sopranos a 9, which is very...
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Sopranos better than fucking Breaking Bad. Did you watch El Camino?
El Camino? No, not yet. I've heard that that's bashing you over the head with the answers. Well, everything's
really.
wrapped up in a neat little package.
It's an it is lit. If I could sum the movie up in one word, unnecessary.
Yeah.
Pointless movie.
Yeah.
It adds nothing.
Yeah, I haven't. It hasn't interested me to watch it because Breaking Bad, as it was good.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't. I don't need to know
What
like
happens
what
after.
happened to him.
Yeah, and
why do I need to know?
You still don't need to know because it
doesn't.
pointless.
Yeah.
We watched it over 3 nights.
Okay.
Couldn't
Really?
sit through it.
Why?
Fucking boring.
Yeah.
Fucking
It
boring.
was like a boring episode of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, and they do these things that are just annoying. Is like they have flashbacks to explain what's happening now, but the flashbacks we've never seen before. They're new flashbacks.
Okay.
It's like you're retconning.
Creating, yeah, correct.
You're retconning
Yeah,
the show of things we never saw to tell your story now.
Correct.
And it's all pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it hasn't changed the events of Breaking Bad at all.
No, it adds
That's
nothing.
good, though.
It adds nothing. It
would
doesn't
be,
diminish.
It would be worse if it did that.
Yeah, it
if
doesn't
fucked
doesn't
up
diminish
Breaking Bad.
doesn't diminish Breaking Bad. It doesn't do it any injustice.
Yeah.
It's just fucking pointless. It's like after you've eaten a large pizza and you have another fucking slice. It's like you didn't need to do that, you fat slob.
Now I'm just gonna shit myself. Even worse than before.
With the Joker,
yeah, go on.
Hugh, what was his name?
Joaquin?
No, the other one. The one that died.
Oh yeah.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yeah.
That Joker was 100 times better.
Like one of the most perfect characters.
Yeah, and
in
he was
anything.
scary. This
Yeah,
Joker's not scary
terrifying.
to me. The Heath Ledger Joker is scary because I was watching
He gets everything.
yeah, but I'm sort of comparing it a bit to like, he is a horror villain, like.
Put in a non-horror movie.
Yeah, think of like Michael Myers from Halloween. He's just this thing that you don't know where he came from. Even you can compare it to like I watched The Predator recently.
Yeah.
Greatest movie of all time.
It's just not.
Yeah,
But go
fuck
on.
off it. It's like
It's not.
that's a 10 movie.
That's not.
Have you seen it?
Yes.
Anyway,
You son of a bitch.
it's like that. It's this thing that's been dropped here and it's creating havoc. And they mention it in the movie when they're like, we can't find his clothes, his fingerprints don't exist, his name doesn't exist. That's scary. This thing that
Yeah.
appears out of nowhere and it's like, now fuck, I'm going to fuck everything up and there's nothing you can do about it. The whole nihilism when he's just like, got all this money and just burn it. It's not about the money. you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
about fuck it all. That's scary.
Yeah.
This Joker was not scary one little
Nah,
bit.
not at all. Not at all. It's a different character.
Yeah, I don't get the fear.
But
I
there
don't
has
get.
been many different Joker characters though, so I don't think that that's a bad thing.
No, it's fine. I reckon he did a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
job. I reckon did very good.
If that was someone's criticism that it was a different Joker,
no, that's
then you're a
stupid.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, then you're a fucking idiot.
But I haven't heard that, so.
No, neither. No. I just preferred Heath Ledger's
Oh, fucking
by a
oath.
mile.
I don't. You can't. That's one of the best characters out of any movie.
Yeah,
Like,
I've heard plenty of arguments on the internet about why Jack Nicholson's is better than Heath Ledger.
I
and there
enjoy
are
Jack
good
Nicholson.
arguments there.
I enjoy the Jack Nicholson.
But
Joker.
Heath Ledger's is scary. He
It's
literally
a-
brings fear,
Yeah.
chaos. Even the little the scene when he's in jail and he's talking to the cop, and he's just like, "How many friends of yours have I killed?" He's like, doesn't answer him. He goes, "You know, when a person's about to die, that's when you really get to know someone. He's like, so really, I know your friends better than you do. Do you know which ones are the cowards? That's fucking
So
grouse.
good.
Whereas, this Joker, yeah, he's very forgettable. I can't. The movie is slowly whittling away, and I do
Yeah.
want to watch it again.
Yeah. I know what you
But
mean.
the hyperbole from people, like I said, I spoke to this one lady, and she was just like, "No, I know people who have got mental issues, and it really affected me to know they're going."
But have they
Shut
seen the
up.
movie?
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah. I'm like, are you joking? She's
What,
like,
how can they possibly think that that's the first thing that they think of? How?
It's because they want to be known as the most upset person. It's
But they want to make it about them somehow. It's not even about their
Yes.
friend.
Exactly. I was affected because someone I know has mental issues. How?
Yeah. Good for you.
That's what I'm saying about.
Go home and cry.
But that's what I'm saying about.
That was a bit insensitive.
The
but-
person wants to be sad or wants to be seen as affected, even though they're not. But they say they are.
It's secondhand. It's this secondhand thing that's going around. I reckon it'll come to an end very shortly.
Did you see?
And it already has started to.
Did you see even Obama? There was a thing I saw on the internet about Obama. He was doing a talk or something, and he was sort of addressing it to college kids, and he was saying, "You guys need to stop." I'm going to paraphrase. He's like, "You guys need to stop being fucking sooks, and stop throwing stones at people, and stop being offended, and stop this cancel culture, Like if you're gonna, I can't remember it, but he was like, if you're gonna sit on this righteous pedestal and give shit to people when they do the wrong things or say the wrong words or make an inappropriate joke, it's like you're gonna not succeed."
There's
He's like, "You gotta stop, call out,
I think the thing that people they either don't have the balls to stand up themselves and do something good. They just rather whinge about it.
Yeah.
They
it's very easy to criticize. Fun too. Simpson quotes fucking up the ass, mate.
I think there's this I've forgotten now.
Sorry.
But there's a thing where it's like it's harder to lead by example because you're putting yourself out there and actually doing something that might be different to what people expect. But I think that's a thing, and that's why there's not everyone's destined to be a fucking manager at a store, because people would rather just do the easy stuff and get by.
And I'm like that. I'm like that with plenty.
The
of
internet
things.
has made it easier for people to type things and press enter.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
If they would never do it in person.
No, but also, I've been saying this for a while. It's like people that want to be special, but they're not, which we're all not special. But the way to be special now is to be the victim or be affected.
I don't think it's special. I don't think anyone thinks it's special.
I think the people who do it think it's special. Otherwise, why would they do it?
Nah. It's
Why would
a
they do it then?
self-gratification thing.
Yeah, but
It feels good to express.
Yeah,
Feels
but
good to let it out.
But you're expressing your victimhood and you're expressing...
But they're not thinking about why they're doing it. They're just doing it.
Yes, doing it. Yeah. But I'm just saying, why do they do it?
So I think you're potentially giving them too much credit.
They're not doing it just from the thin air. They're doing it for the attention.
Not always, but...
Of course.
No, but not in the way that not everyone is doing it and saying, I'm going to get attention because of this. A lot of people are doing it because they're feeling like they need to let something off their chest, no matter how fucking boring it is, and it's easy to press enter now. You couldn't have done it without the internet.
The reason why it's for attention is because you're putting it on the internet.
Yeah.
Because
I understand that.
Because we still talk to people. You can talk to someone and tell them.
It's about, I think a lot of it comes down to the ease of doing it.
Yeah, maybe, yes.
Yeah.
But the same is like I was saying the other week, there was this middle-aged lady that I knew that put up a Facebook status. I just saw the Joker movie. I just don't know how I feel about it just yet. That added zero to anything. But and then she got all these likes. Oh, I hope you're able to. I hope this and that.
Yeah, I
you
hope
feel
your
better.
day's okay, yeah.
It's like we're giving
Don't encourage 'em.
awards. We're giving awards and gratification and thumbs up. For the fact.
But what age groups are engaging though? Baby boomers.
Yeah,
predominantly.
I don't know.
It's a different world, dude. I don't think anyone our age, the people our age that are doing that for attention and want to get something out of it, usually, it'll go one of two ways. they will get more attention than they deserve,
Yeah.
or they'll get absolutely no attention and it'll make them feel worse.
Well, as an example, look at the fucking billion Guardian articles.
Yeah.
There was heaps of them, not
Yeah.
just Guardian. There was heaps saying...
But they all say the same shit, though.
Yeah, the
It's
title
copy
of-
and paste and just change the words around.
Yeah, the title of all these things were why you need to skip the
That's
Joker.
media. They've always done that.
Yeah.
This is the thing, right? Think about what the media does, right?
They try to get people to click on their shit articles. They're
Listen,
pointless
hang on,
fucking articles.
listen to me. And I'm thinking even before
Shut up,
the
Judge.
internet, they were doing the same thing, right? It's like from like ages ago. It was always like, let's push the boundary slightly, and it gradually gets worse and worse. But it's because it's easy to type something and press enter and print it out, right? Yeah, they've got editors and stuff, but the editors are usually the ones that are telling them to do this fucking
Style.
ridiculous stuff, right? It was easy for the media to do that because they had control of it. Now everyone's got control of Facebook and
Yeah.
Twitter, and so they're the media. Everyone is the media now, and
Yeah.
they're doing the same thing. So it hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's just more of it.
Correct,
Yeah.
because everyone has access to it, including idiots that shouldn't. But idiots that shouldn't sometimes got jobs back then. Sometimes, right? But now because everyone can do it, there's heaps of companies out there that are doing all the same things. Like fucking Pedestrian are doing
Vice
the
and
same
that.
thing as Vice, and they're probably all owned by the same people.
Yeah, they're all owned
They've
by
just
the
got
same
different
fucking
names.
billionaire.
So they
media
still
company.
have to hire people, but it's easy to hire people that can write. So just give anyone a job. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I get it.
It
I get what you're
hasn't
saying.
changed.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But it's just strange that there is such a divide between critics and journalists and real people.
I would think of that like famous chefs. You, as someone that goes to a restaurant and eats food, you either go, this is mad or this is shit or it was okay. They go like, oh, the way they used that fennel was fucking...
Nah. I disagree with this
you know,
because
the presentation of the bowl
Yeah, nah.
was this. It's like only you care about that, and they're just trying to jack each other off.
No.
You know what I mean?
It wouldn't be that. It would be, fat Gordon Ramsay just got done for saying the N word, and then his restaurant's still alive and he does a thing, and then a food critic comes and says, "Why you need to skip Gordon Ramsay's restaurants?" Because he did this bad thing. It's got nothing to do with the fucking body of work. The body of work is still great. But because you don't like
Him.
the person or the
Yeah,
message
yeah.
that the creator is putting out there somewhere else, then you give this thing shit.
Yeah.
And they should be,
Yes.
you want to try to separate it. Because really every creative person, really since ever, is a fucking psychopath. A lot of the time, you hear these stories about...
They're just self-indulged because they're
Yeah, but I'm
so...
thinking like Roman Polanski was raping kids. Woody Harrelson married his... Woody, the director. Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Married his stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
They're
It's
all...
because they got too much power.
I don't think... it could be.
And they can...
But it could also be that I think really creative people are insane.
Do you know what? I have looked into this and read a bit about this sort of thing. There's a thing with creative people that because they're expressing their personality through their body of work and their art and things like that, as soon as anyone criticizes that, it's like they're attacking the person.
Yeah,
They
but I'm not-
can't separate the work from the person, right? Because I put my heart and soul into this, right? I know what you're saying. But it's as a result of all of the stuff. As soon as you're famous, you have so many people either sucking your asshole
Or trying to rip it out.
correct. So how the fuck are you meant to cope with that? Plus, because you're rich, you've got yes men around you that want a part of the fucking cash, right? So R. Kelly's a fucking prime example,
Pissing on children.
Yeah. And he's got people around him that are going, it's just the way it was. We just had to keep,
Pissing on kids.
we just had to keep covering it up. It's like, no, you fucking didn't. But you did.
But yeah, no, they did.
Because you wanted to keep your job.
For more money, yeah.
Correct. So it's all of that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the personality thing is people are given this talent a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, and they have a way to express it that other people can't, so they're idolized because it's so unique. It's, no one can sing like Michael Jackson, and he's the king of pop, and he's given that name, the king of pop. So he's like, I'm the fucking king. I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? It's all that sort of shit.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that I don't think that you're a normal person, do something really creative, get world famous, and then lose your mind.
No.
I think
but it's
you're
thread
always,
by thread.
I think you're always fucked in
Pulling
some
out
way.
the threads.
Yeah.
I think.
It's the same as it's the same as looking at a guy who becomes a billionaire.
Yeah.
It's like
immediately.
No, after working his way up.
Oh, right.
Like Bezos there, the Amazon guy.
Yeah.
It's like he's a billionaire. It's like he's a crazy person.
Yeah.
Like he's a
I don't know
psychopath.
anything about him.
To get to that level of fucking wealth, you've got to just be ruthless and crazy.
Correct, yeah.
Me and Julie were talking about Gina Reinhardt and Clive Palmer. Both, they say they're both billionaires.
Yeah.
They're both morbidly fat sacks of shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, how can you be so rich and so fat? Like
That is how.
Yeah.
Like-
but it's like you could
A personal trainer and shit.
personal
Yeah.
chef.
Chef, yeah.
Like, why are you so fat?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because these billionaires, it's never enough.
Correct.
Like, and I'm not
They
criticizing
can eat
them.
whatever the fuck they want, whenever they
Yes,
want.
but they're also working 120 hours.
Clive Palmer?
I reckon you can't be a
But
billionaire.
is he actually a billionaire though?
Exactly. I don't know. Like
Correct.
Trump, you don't actually
Yeah.
know. That's why. But these billionaires, they can't
I know.
stop. It's like
Yeah,
they're
why
like
do you
sharks.
think fucking, what's his name, looks like a fucking alien, the Facebook cunt?
Yeah, who
And
knows
to-
if he sleeps?
Correct.
It would be if he sleeps, it's because of fucking Valium. Like, and they can't stop. He could stop
Correct.
tomorrow and be rich. Him and his next 10 generations could be rich.
And even
but it
people
doesn't. It's not about the money.
Yeah, even people that aren't successful entrepreneurs that have that brain, they're still overworking themselves and going insane because of their ideas.
Their drive or
their
whatever.
drive.
Yeah.
It's an uncontrollable. You can't control it. The way to fix it is working.
Yeah, and most
Unless
of these
you have like someone that can train you to
get over it. I don't
to
know.
fucking relax.
Yeah, but a lot of these people have no friends, no family.
Correct,
They abandon them all. They abuse
yeah.
them all. That's what sort of Jordan Peterson says when he's like, the question shouldn't be why don't we have like more women CEOs. The question would be like, why do men want those roles?
Yeah,
They're
exactly,
terrible.
yeah.
You just work your ass off and die. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's good. I had some fucking crazy. You done with that, by the way?
More or less.
Yeah. I
Joker was good. I give it 7 out of 10.
7. That's pretty low.
Yeah.
And everyone criticizes me for my rating scale. And I think it's perfectly legitimate, right? For me, 5, right? 5 is could not have cared either way. I was not impressed and I wasn't dissatisfied.
You weren't angry.
Correct. There was no feeling, pretty much. It's emotionless about the movie that I just saw. To me, that's a 5. A 4 and a 6 is one step either way of that.
If I'm
why?
You're giving 5 too high.
I think everyone else is wrong.
Okay. if a movie
It's
leaves
completely
you
in the
fucking
middle.
pointless and you're like, I could have not watched that movie and this movie added 0 to my existence,
5 is in the middle.
that's a 3.
Nah, man.
Of course. You wasted your life. You wasted your time watching that movie.
No, because then you're not you're feeling something about it. So you're correct that it's a 3. And I would have given that a 3, that hypothetical movie.
Right. But
because I'm angry about it. Because it wasted my time.
But a movie
5,
that you feel nothing about.
Emotionless.
Yeah.
5 is like, it wasn't bad and it wasn't good. So how can I rate it a 4 or a 6 or higher or lower?
They're two different things then you're saying.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, you're making it two different things.
because you said it wasn't good or bad. That's
Yeah,
a 5.
that's a
You
5.
also said it leaves me with nothing. That's a 3.
No, because you're giving an emotion.
But you said that. You said that.
No, I didn't. No, you gave the negative emotion of it leaves me with nothing. I didn't specifically say, I said it didn't give me any emotion. You said it was a waste of my time. I'm like, yes, a waste of my time is a 3.
Yeah. But yeah.
So 6,
So it does give you a movie that you could care less about, which is a 5,
yeah.
gives you an emotional response.
No, there's no emotion whatsoever as a
Right.
5. I don't
So
know.
that
It's
so that
completely in the
means-
middle. If
so
you
a
think the
movie that
middle of
gives you-
0 to 10 is a 5.
So a movie that gives you no emotional engagement is an average movie.
5 is right in the middle.
Correct. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. So
yeah.
a movie that gives you absolutely zero emotional feeling.
I think so.
It makes your eyes glaze. You're just like that. that is the middle. That's what
I think so because it hasn't. I'm not like that was shit, and I'm not like that
I
was
get
good.
that, and
Yeah.
I understand that 5 is in the middle of 10. I get that.
Well, I don't know what your argument is.
My argument is that a movie that leaves you emotionally pointless is that. Tell me if I'm saying the wrong words.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
It's like you think that's the average of movies.
I
The
think that's
average
a
of movies.
middle.
The average.
God.
The average.
Tell me if I can.
Yeah, in a minute. The average of movie, an average movie for you is one that leaves you emotionally pointless.
Not drained. I'm
I
not
didn't say
emotionally drained.
Yeah, but
No,
like-
I'm trying to explain it more with more words than what you said.
Yeah,
It's more. It's just the fact that it wasn't good or it wasn't bad.
I get that.
Yeah, that's it. Leave it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So a
but
6,
you must have felt something.
not necessarily. Why? Why should I have felt something?
Because a movie that makes you feel nothing
Yeah.
is not a good movie. A movie that you're not on the edge of your seat, not interested in the characters. You haven't got an emotional connection to the characters. You don't want to see how this ends.
I think you're
a movie
grabbing
like that,
too hard onto that thing.
A movie like that is not a 5.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Right.
Yeah, but you've added more into what I didn't
Yeah,
say.
no, you said a movie that's not good or bad,
Yes.
and you feel no connection to.
Yeah. Yeah, that I do believe that that's a 5.
Right.
Because
That's
it didn't
not-
it,
that's
it
not
didn't
a
make
5.
me feel positive or negative.
Yeah, I know, but so,
that's
you,
it.
you didn't
Leave
care.
it.
So you didn't care about the characters.
I don't know. We're not even talking about a movie at this stage.
Yeah, hypothetically.
Oh, I can't give you an answer.
Yeah, you're right.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I get your point.
So yeah, 5 for me is right in the middle. 6,
An average movie. Yeah.
Yeah, 6 is like one step better than blank. One step better. It was like, yeah, it was fine.
I
It was
think
fine.
your rating should be.
And then 7 is like, yeah, it was good.
Your rating
7
should
is a
be
good.
1 to
8
5.
is a very good. 9 is an excellent. 10 is perfect.
Yeah, I get it. That's good. Good.
Cool.
I
That's
think you
it.
should-
Leave it.
I think you should change your rating to 0 to 5.
What's it? Then I'll give it 2.5, and 2.5's right in the middle.
I would not give it 0.
You're a fucking idiot.
How come
Anyway.
you're getting defensive about your movie ranking system?
Because everyone has a go at it.
Because it's not
No,
right.
I don't think so. I think it is right.
I understand your logic that
Well, then
something
that's all that matters.
That something is good and bad, so therefore it's in the middle. Yeah. But then you got to flesh that out a little bit more. It was good and bad in that. Yeah, I was happy that.
Let me see if there's any 5s that I can see.
Yeah, but I was like, one would be, yeah, I didn't really care what the characters did, but I liked the ending. Like that's a
That's
5.
a positive.
That's
Now,
a
To me,
5.
that's potentially a 6. Because if you liked something about it,
It gets higher than average.
yes.
And if the movie makes you feel 0, it's an average movie.
Yeah. No, if it makes me feel... No, if I'm not negative about it, then it's a 5. If I'm not negative.
Yeah.
So it's not... Yeah, I know I said a lack of emotion, but it's more like it didn't make me feel angry, upset, sad.
Yeah, left you with nothing.
It left me with nothing, yes. So that to me is a 5.
Yeah.
See, I
And
gave Predator a 5.
You are so... I'm losing respect for your fucking movie. That's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Have you seen the movie Lock with Tom Hardy, where he just drives around? That's a 5. That's
No,
a
I
pure
haven't,
5. Rockstar, that's a 5.
What did you rate Drive?
Drive, let's have a look.
Because I would give Drive... I reckon I'd give Drive a 9.
8 out of 10.
Right. So I was
Yeah.
going to say 8 or 9.
Anyway,
Yeah. Pete, you know how I can judge people on their ability to fucking like movies?
Go
if
on.
they don't like Drive.
Drive's a 6.
If someone goes, "This is boring. Don't even know what happens at the end. Go away.
Did you watch the movie?
Anyway. And me and Mum are going to punch on about this, but same with Hereditary. If someone comes to me and goes, Hereditary was shit, I'm like, you are shit. I still laugh. I know you said this last time. I still laughed when you messaged me and said I just saw Hereditary.
Yeah, because you were already hating me.
Yeah, and I jumped in the shower. I had a bit of fucking argument. I'm like, that fat fuck's going to come and say that it was shit. I didn't get it. What was the point? What was the point? What was the point?
Hold me in a higher regard than that.
Well, you gave 5 to Predator. Anyway. So Predator leaves you with nothing.
Yeah, it's just that one of those sorts of movies where I'm just like, I don't care.
It's a movie that starts off as an action movie.
Yeah.
And it turns into a fucking sci-fi slasher horror movie.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It is the action scene. It's not an action movie, and the action scenes are some of the greatest action scenes of all time.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about Arnie in that movie is he's underplayed. He's just like one of the guys. He's not some fucking massive Terminator or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing about
fuck, I started him.
Oh, don't worry about it then. You're mental.
I had some weird thoughts when I was in hospital, going back to hospital. And I don't know
what time did we start? Like 12:15?
We've been going for an hour.
I can't see that far.
Yeah, no, I can. We've been going for an hour.
Oh.
I don't know what this means, but I wrote it when I was probably high on drugs. Because I wrote only one cable/wire if only A to Z movies.
You didn't write it on our notes thing. You wrote it on your own.
No, it's here. It's there, right in the middle. And then I wrote...
only one cable wire if only A to Z movies.
And then after I woke up the next day and read that, I wrote, that was a stupid, close-minded thought. And I'm like, then I read it back the week later and I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. But I do remember when it happened and what I was thinking at the time in terms of how I felt when I had the thought. I was like listening to podcasts and stuff. And then I was like, something must have happened in the podcast. And I was thinking that there was potentially maybe only one movie per letter or something like that. I have no idea. And then I was like, hang on, that was a really weird thought. But I guess the whole point of this is that when you're high on drugs in a hospital, your brain doesn't specifically work properly.
No, yeah, correct.
And but I find that really interesting because you could come up with some really fucking whack stuff. Like, I don't know how to formulate that into an actual meaning.
Only one cable wire if only A to Z movies.
I just don't know what it means.
Yeah, no, and you'll never know.
And then the next one was if someone is sensitive to the information, whose responsibility does that fall on? And that was related to like, if you have someone, say a death in the family or something like that, and you have to give the sensitive information to other people that are related to it.
The person died.
Yeah, for example, I don't really, maybe how they died or something super like a bit brutal and not something that you would normally talk about. And if the only person that knows about it has to tell people, how do they tell them that? Or like, is it their responsibility? It is their responsibility to tell the other people.
Yep.
And if that's really difficult for them, how do they tell people?
Depends your position in the family.
Yeah.
Like,
or even a friendship group or something like that.
Like I told 3 months ago, whenever it was, we had a death in the family.
Yeah.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, the oldest siblings in this case, where it's that, have to take responsibility and tell everybody and fucking shoulder the burden.
Yeah.
Be a lobster. Take responsibility. It's my Jordan Peterson accent.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's more like this.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Jordan Peterson.
No, that's not it
terrible,
either.
isn't it?
I mean, it's a bloody outrage.
You're bloody right that it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, and who you tell that to, because some people might not be able to handle it as well. I think it was just a thought that I had. I was like, that's interesting that sometimes you just have to carry a burden.
Yeah. Yep. But if someone can't handle the news, what's your option?
Yeah, I know.
You don't tell them?
Yeah.
They never know.
Yeah, exactly. But some
If
people
they're
do that.
If they're mentally not right in the head,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
you don't have to tell them. They might if they don't understand. But we're talking about a functioning human.
I would say so, yes. Yeah.
No, then you tell them.
Yeah.
And you say, be upset.
I know.
And it's fine to be upset.
Totally.
And just get upset. And that's
Yeah,
okay.
I don't- I
And this is
remember-
I'm just thinking of like my situation. It's like it's no one's fault.
Correct,
so I don't
yeah.
blame the people who are still alive.
Yeah.
Be angry at what happened.
The actual circumstance or the result of what.
Yeah. But we were talking about this. I was listening to this thing about how a lot of, I might be talking on my ass, right? So that's irrelevant. A lot of psychiatrists and that are
pretty
saying
much the whole podcast every single
are
time.
saying
so.
like, your thoughts aren't real.
Your memories.
No, your thoughts.
Your thoughts aren't real.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Like the way you feel.
Perceive.
Yeah, the way you feel now, if you're depressed or whatever, like it's not real. Your thought isn't what's really happening.
Right.
And you get that. A friend of mine was saying how she's a bit unwell, and she's shitty. She's feeling worse because her friends aren't
Helping her? Or?
calling her or seeing what's going on or how are you.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
getting angry at them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they probably do care about you.
Yeah.
They haven't called, which might be not right.
You don't know what's going on in their life.
Yeah, it's like that thought you're having of anger because they're not thinking about you, maybe, and they maybe are.
That's
It's not
narcissistic.
real. Yeah, but it's like they're sort of saying your thoughts aren't real.
If you look at it from a different perspective, you'll see that your reasoning or your like
It's flawed somewhere.
Yeah, there's a flaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Yeah. Go on.
And I think, I can't extrapolate more than that. But I just think it's interesting where it's like if you're getting fucking angry at something that's not even in the room, it's like, this isn't real.
Do you know what annoys me is I am someone that likes to sort shit out as soon as possible.
Yeah, same.
I don't like holding on to things and thinking about it. I would rather just flesh out the conversation, even if we're heightened or something like that, which can be a detriment. Sometimes it's good to sleep on stuff and think about it and then wake up the next day and then talk about it.
I can't do it. I can't sleep on anything.
Yeah, I find it really difficult. And it really frustrates me when whoever this fictional person is comes to you and whinges about the actions of someone else but hasn't talked to them about it.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like you're not allowed to say what they're feeling until you've talked to them.
Yeah.
Like you can guess and you can vent,
It's
but you can vent on your frustration, not theirs, because you don't know what they're feeling if you haven't talked to them.
Yeah.
That really frustrates me.
I thought you were saying if someone annoys me, me coming to you and complaining about them.
No, you're allowed to complain.
There's nothing.
about it.
There's nothing
that's-
wrong with that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's more like if someone comes to me, if you come to me and goes, they think I'm a dickhead, or they think I don't give a shit. It's like, have you talked to them yet?
That's
If the answer's no, go and fucking talk to
and
them.
find out. That's
That
still
really
a form
frustrates
of
me.
Yeah, it's still a form of venting. But
Yeah, I think the frustration lies in if it's something like, oh man, they fucking didn't come to my birthday. Great, you're allowed to be angry at them. They didn't come to my birthday because they hate me. Hang on, do you know that they hate you?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Have you talked to them about why they didn't come?
Yeah.
Don't fucking talk to me about they feel this way about you. Have you talked to them?
Yes.
That really shits me.
And if it actually annoys you, and you actually like the person,
You're talking to the
then
wrong person.
Then sort it out.
Yes.
If you don't really care about the person, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And if you didn't come to my birthday, I wouldn't be annoyed because I know we're friends.
Correct.
Like,
and that's
I didn't come. It's like,
interesting circumstance. But
Yeah.
but some people that get frustrated about shit and say it's because they're feeling a certain way. It's like, you don't know. I just really don't like that. It's like you are talking to the wrong person right now.
Yeah.
I get you're upset and you want to vent. But if you talk to them, I
just-
can guarantee you'll feel better by talking to that
Yeah.
person.
And I would also just say to them, well, you don't know that.
Yeah,
You don't know
exactly.
they think that. I mean, I think you're a fucking loser, and I don't like you, and I wish you would be gone from me.
Be gone by a woman.
Yeah. But this thing about you can't trust your thoughts, and it's on a more surface level. It's also a thing that I was seeing how like they don't put much weight on memories either. On if someone's an eyewitness to a crime, it used to be like I was an eyewitness.
Yes.
That's it. Case closed.
Now memories,
but now
we'll check.
yeah, and that happens
Because they degrade so quickly.
They degrade, and also it's like I have been in the room and heard two different versions of events in the same place,
and that you were also at.
Yeah, I was there, and then this story was, and then I'm like, no, they didn't say that, and they didn't sound like that. They didn't have devil horns either. They didn't have a big SWAT sticker on their fucking shirt. They were just saying they disagreed with you.
Yeah. It's funny that I think like people's. There's so I find it really interesting because there's so much that comes into play when it comes to how you interpret something that's happened, because it could be based on shit that you've gone through that day, shit the other person's gone through that day, how you felt like they were talking.
Yeah.
Like the words that they said, whether you interpreted them in a specific way and all that. Like there's fucking heaps to it.
I interpret people's inflictions on words. That
more
can
than they
rile
should
me
or
up.
not?
More than maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, what's an example? I don't know. It's just like...
It's hard because we're talking about all hypothetical shit.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't know, when people put... I don't know. And they put like... infliction at the end of the word. I'm like, why'd you fucking raise your voice at the end like that? What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, nothing. I'm like, then why can't you say it fucking normally? I don't know.
Yeah. Hypothetical.
Yeah,
Hypothetical. The fucking newest Star Wars trailer, right?
Did I see it?
Yeah, you did because you...
Did I send it to you?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
I had no memory of it.
Nah, it hasn't added anything.
What happens in it?
And it really shits me that the first half of the trailer, because it went for 2 minutes, and the first half of the trailer was just...
It starts with her running in the jungle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I can't remember. It was like 2 weeks ago, and it had no impact on me.
So it's 5 out of 10.
No, it was actually... Yeah, maybe. Anyway.
Got him.
But the first half of that trailer is people running into frame and looking at something and either being like confused or like, what's coming? That was the first half of the trailer. And I see it so often in trailers where the only thing that's happening is people walking into frame. That's not telling me anything about the movie.
Yeah.
Why waste your time?
I know, but I prefer trailers that don't show much.
I hate trailers that give everything away.
So it's like a fine balance. That's why movies...
But for a minute of all different scenes,
I mean...
that one is a minute worth of people walking into frame.
The trailer
and
should have been 30
at
seconds
something
long.
That's coming over the horizon that you can't see yet.
Yeah, but it's such a lazy thing because it like builds anticipation, it builds like excitement.
To who?
To you watching it. Not
really.
It's a very easy way of doing it.
It's a lame way. It's very base.
Yeah.
I won't get emotionally invested. That's not making me necessarily want to see a movie, though.
No, of course not. But it
that's
does
the
to
aim
the
of a
majority
trailer.
of people.
Does it, though?
Yeah, something like, oh, what's coming?
Yeah, see, that's fun.
It's like, fuck, I need to see what's coming too.
Fuck that. That's lame. I reckon that's so weak. But that happens in a lot of trailers these days.
It's a bit of it's a cliche saying, but yeah, move. They're making trailers now. They're not making movies.
That's what I've heard you say.
So yeah, and I stole that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. You've said that the movies that they make look like an hour and a half long trailer.
Yeah, especially.
But I don't really fully understand
bad movies.
That, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not thinking about that. But what I'm thinking about is, as an example, Batman versus Superman. Shocking movie. Right?
Not great. See, that wasn't a 5. That was probably like a 6 because I enjoyed some of the action.
Anyway, it was like a 2.
I liked some of it.
In the trailer had...
Was it? Let me see.
Batman.
Go on, keep talking.
Had Batman tied up in like a desert setting with a duster on.
And it's not even part of the movie?
It's a dream.
Yeah.
Remember? So it's like
remember.
that's a lazy way of putting exciting shit in the trailer.
Yes. Oh, 100%.
You know, it's
100%.
like you got a Batman movie.
I gave it a 6.
You got a Batman movie. And it's like in the trailer will show Batman in a grave, like dead. It's like, fuck, what is that?
Yeah.
And then in the movie, it was a dream sequence.
That lasted 5 seconds. Yeah.
So
it's fucked.
You know what I mean? Like
they put a lot of emphasis on something that has no bearing on the whole story.
But it's an exciting visual.
Visual, yes. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I hate it. Hate it. So I don't really like watching trailers at all.
No, I
really don't enjoy... I love nothing more than going into a movie and not knowing anything about it.
Yeah, I did that with...
I much prefer that.
I did that with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I did it with the Joker.
Yeah, I think I did it with Once Upon a Time.
I got the gist of what was going to happen with the Joker.
Yeah, no, I saw Joker ones, and they were great trailers though. That was a really good marketing campaign. The Joker.
Yeah,
one.
Jokers were good.
Yeah.
I am back playing Overwatch.
Okay. Nerd.
Yeah. And it's so funny. Like, I find it funny anyway.
Go on.
I have the mic. And the
I
headset.
don't. Yes.
Yeah.
But you do.
I always have to have the mic off because I'm what's known as a toxic person. So I'll have the mic off, and then we're not
emotionally charged.
I put the mic. It's weird. I have to
Fucking need more water.
I have to censor what I'm going to say here, but on Overwatch it's uncensored.
Being in your household.
Recorded by PlayStation, probably.
Yeah.
We're losing and we're going to lose, and I put the mic back down. And I'm just like, hey, everyone, I was just wondering, can we group up, or do you guys want to be complete fucking spastics the rest of your life? And then they're just like, oh, yeah, toxic. I'm like, oh,
really?
Fucking whatever. The other funny one, so I'm better off with it off.
Yeah.
The other one, the other day.
So you can't criticize anything that someone does in a game now?
No, you can. It's brutal.
Okay.
It's very toxic. But my point is that if you come on strong like that, the people you're playing with are going to be like, well, fuck, I'm not
Where'd
trying.
you come from?
I'm not trying anymore. Like, you've got to be like, come on, guys. Come on, teamwork.
Yeah, fuck that, though.
But that's okay. That's the same as if you worked in a business and you come and scream at the employees. They're not going to work better.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
The other one the other day, which I don't know if it gets me into trouble or not, is I was playing and I had the mic off, and it was this kid, he would have been 16 or something. He was real cocky and he was talking shit. And on our team, there was 2 girls that were playing and they were talking, right? And
I'm nervous.
Huh?
I'm nervous.
And this guy goes, this guy was like trying to be a smart ass to the girls. And he's going, oh, what's your snaps? What's your snap? What's your snap? Give us your snap. I want your snap, rah. And they're like, no, I'm not giving it to you. Fucking insufferable. And then the person I play in the game is a hot girl.
Yeah.
And generally girls play her. But I like to play her. And he turns his attention to me and he's like, oh, Lord Marty, what about you? Can I have your snap? What's your snap? And I put my mic down in the deepest voice I had. And I go, unless you want pictures of me dick, fuck off. And I'm like, fuck, put the mic back up.
That's my comment for the day. Yeah. I don't know what that says about me about gaming these days, because I have my vintage games. You've played them, obviously. And I've got an Xbox One. And I've never played online because I'm not good enough, and the frustration level outweighs the enjoyment level for me. So I don't have it in me to try hard enough to get good at something so that I am good enough to play it competitively online. So I just don't. Right, that's fine. I'm happy with that. That doesn't bother me. I actually prefer playing one-player games unless it's a sports game with like FIFA and, you just play against mates.
I love one-player games.
I like sports games. I like NBA and stuff like that. What I was going to say, don't cut me off yet, is...
That's what she said.
I was at home for that whole week and I was like, sick, I'll play some video games. And I think I was just not playing the right games, but I get bored within 20 minutes of playing any video game these days. And I used to fucking love video games when I was a kid. Like,
what were you playing?
I don't know. I was just trying to play whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Sport games are fucking garbage.
Like all vintage stuff, like Sega Mega Drive games and stuff, which are actually harder.
They're hard to play. I don't. Yeah. I've got the little Raspberry Pi thing as well, but I've literally got the old. I kept my old shit. I got it.
Yeah.
And we put it on sometimes.
It's difficult.
I respect. Like, for me, the greatest game of all time is Super Mario Brothers 3 on the Nintendo.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
It's like. But I can't play it now for more than 20 minutes.
No, I know.
Nothing against it. It's still the greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
But I can't play it.
And I was thinking about getting Red Dead just to play it for that week.
Yeah.
Because that's a fucking good game. And I
Red Dead 1?
No, 2.
Number 2.
Because I did number 1, I did get lost in. I got through about 70% of it. I did clock
that.
Arkham City, Batman. That's a
I
fucking
clocked a
sick
couple
game.
of them.
But I still think now, like the most recent ones I bought, like I bought Mafia 3. I clocked Grand Theft Auto 5.
Grand Theft Auto was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I clocked that.
That's one of the greatest things ever made. Things ever made.
Yeah.
It's a work
And
of
I
art.
play other ones and I just don't care enough. But I think even if I now got say I hadn't played Grand Theft Auto 5 and I got it now, I think I would potentially just give up within half an hour just because I
Can't be fucked.
One, I can't be fucked and I got other shit in my mind and
Other shit you'd rather do?
maybe.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
so
totally.
I don't know what that says.
That's
Because
why
I used
I-
to love it. I
Yeah.
fucking used to love gaming.
If I get a good single player game now,
Yeah,
which is rare,
yeah,
last one was Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Which was a great game. Wasn't as good as the first.
Yeah.
But they was still great. I had to clock it.
Yeah.
I could not clock it.
Yeah.
So I fucking forced myself. It was
Yeah.
like a full going to the gym style force. I was like, you got to just do it.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it, but
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it really.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I gave God of War was the greatest game of last year.
Yeah, see, Pat said that.
Yeah.
He said that's fucking awesome.
I got 20% through it.
Oh, really?
Stopped. It's not my kind of game.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, I don't like games where you got to craft stuff. Like
Yeah.
you find
building.
you find little gems and it's like, well, now you can craft a bigger sword
Yeah.
and stuff. That's never been interesting to me.
Didn't you play Civ though?
It's not like that. Civ's completely different.
Civ's
Civ's is like SimCity.
Yeah, I
Or
know.
SimCity,
But at its essence, that is building things.
You don't get me point.
I know. what you mean.
SimCity or
It's
Civilization is
purely building things, whereas God of War is like along the way you can pick this up. and
you
then
kill
can
the
get-
guy and you go through his bag and you find a ruby and you put the
Yeah.
ruby in your bag and you don't know what it's for. And then later on you meet a craftsman and the craftsman you see if you add the ruby to
yeah.
your sword, you now get an extra attack point on your sword and things like that. That I just got overwhelmed. I got like stressed out.
Hmm.
The other game that I got years ago because I heard it was brilliant was Witcher 3.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I got it and I returned it to JB.
Yeah.
And they're like, why? I'm like, I have a full-time job. Like that's why I
There's
love
so
over-
much to it.
too much to it
Yeah.
for me now. Like
Yeah.
that's why
so
I
Teagle used to love that shit, didn't he?
yeah, and I never did.
Yeah.
That's why I love Overwatch.
Yeah, because it's simple.
You could compare Overwatch to a sports game.
Yeah.
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 Where you get on, it's 6v6.
Yep.
You play your role.
Play until you're done, and then it starts all over again.
Yeah, and then you can just turn it off. Yeah. I can't play games that take too much brain power.
Yeah.
Like Julia or my mum bought me Civilization. I put like 4,000 hours into Civilization 5.
It's insanity.
They got me Civ 6. It's better. It's 100 times better.
Yeah.
I couldn't play it.
Yeah.
It's too hard. I can't be bothered learning
Yeah.
how to play this. It's too complicated for me.
yeah,
I'm a
well,
fucking
that's
idiot.
so weird, isn't it? I think that's weird.
The next first person...
for me and you.
Yeah, the next first person game that I'm going to buy first day and I'm going to love to death is The Last of Us 2. You haven't got a PlayStation, but The Last of Us
Yeah, I've heard it's sick.
is like
God status.
top 6 games of all time.
Yeah.
And Last of Us 2, they were meant to release it ages ago, but they won't
Mm.
because it's not ready yet. And generally these days, people bring out games unfinished.
Yeah.
Like you might have not seen, but the new WWE game came out, and there's all
Right.
these videos on the internet. It's just a glitchy mess. All the characters are all
Really?
fucked, and the whole thing's shaking, and they're all. You can
That's
YouTube
weird.
it. It's ridiculous. And the creator of Mario, Hiroshi Muratori, whatever his
whoever.
name is, he said like a delayed game can be good, but a rushed game is bad forever.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the Last of Us 2.
Yeah, okay.
I got high
see
hopes
what
for
you're
that one.
Good. Do you know who I realised that I just don't like? And he's been popping up heaps on fucking YouTube. Russell Brand.
I used to like him
I used to like him too.
when he was a comedian.
Yeah. And I found him really funny and he had that intellect about him, right? But now I don't actually think he is that smart. I think he just has a good grasp of the English language.
Yeah.
Because I watch his fucking YouTube videos. He's a massive hippie now. He talks about meditation and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, he
so
doesn't
I was
eat and
interested
that.
in it. But he doesn't actually know what he's talking about when he's explaining it.
No.
And he's like, I've been to all these meditations. I've been to them. I've been with some of the best yogis. I've done yoga. Trust me.
Yogi Bear.
That's what they're called, yogis. Trust me, they're good. So this is good. Listen to me when I say this. Just in Russell Brand speak, using really big words, but that's all he does. And I'm like, you're not actually smart. I just don't think he ever was. But somehow he was just good at bouncing off people and having a go at people.
He's great riffer. He's unbelievable. His
and on those game shows and shit,
brilliant.
like fucking make me laugh.
Oh yeah, his timing and his quick wit and everything.
Yeah.
He's clever and he's got something there. But you wouldn't go to him for a psychology lesson or philosophy.
But that's weird because that's
lesson.
what he's pinning himself as now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't like him. I don't find him likable.
No, I don't find him likable either.
Yeah.
He looks like I don't know. I used to, definitely.
Yeah.
I remember his show, man. We fucking laughed about his show.
His stand-up stuff, where he has guests on and stuff.
He used to do a show where he would just watch old TV shows and talk about it.
Right.
And we used to laugh all the time. He showed this one where it was about rough kids in the UK in the 70s or whatever. And they're interviewing this girl, she would have been 12, feral as, like she's smoking. And she's like, I fucking hate me, mum. Like, she's like, I just love you and I just want the best for you. I just want to live the best life. And I'm like, fuck off, you boring bitch. We fucking cried. So, the last thing I can't really comment. I just know I don't watch him because I know I don't get much out of him, so I don't watch it. But the last thing I watched of his was he's done a couple of chats with Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
That's about it, Jordan Peterson's on that different level.
Correct.
Russell Brand was good and held his own because they have difference of opinion. They have difference of opinion, and Russell Brand was a very good person to talk to. He wasn't angry. Like, sorry, my point is like when you see Jordan Peterson talk to like other journalists, they're like attacking him. What are you saying? What do you mean about this? What do you say? And he's always
never said that.
Yeah, and stop painting me in a corner. Whereas Russell Brand was very open and good.
The thing that surprised me when I had a realization of I actually don't like him is the fact that I used to think he was really intellectual, but now I think that he just has a good grasp on the English language. Because then I look back to stuff that he was saying back then, and he uses a lot of the same words as he uses now. And I'm like, oh, he doesn't. Yeah.
You've just got
nothing there. He's just got the words.
He's probably got
that
these
he knows.
30 grouse words.
Yeah.
That
he just relies on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that annoys me a bit because I liked him.
It's like a charlatan.
Yeah, it's weird.
Who
what
the
the fuck is going on? Me. Yeah. Anyway. But why does England have so many game shows? They fucking love game shows, but they actually have funny comedians. I think that's the difference.
Yes, that's a good.
That is a good
have
point.
good comedians.
Australia,
we have Limo,
Dave Hughes
and Limo. Oh man,
let's put all of the same cunts on the different talk shows and hope that it's better than the last one.
I haven't.
No, because they're all the same non-funny idiots.
Yeah, I haven't watched it at all really because it's on an awkward time. I think it's on like Saturday night at 6:30. But apparently, it's the clips I see are pretty clever.
Of what?
Thank God you're here.
Thank God you're here.
Yeah.
That's not back on.
No, what's the one that they're doing where they talk about...
Talking about your generation?
No, they talk about like current news and there's questions on current news.
Yeah. Have you been paying attention? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I watch that weekly.
They got some funny bits on there.
And they are funny comedians on there.
Yeah.
And even Pete Hellier's fucking hilarious on that show, where he's not funny on the project. He's so lame on the project.
Yeah, but on the project, they've got to toe the line. They've got to...
Yeah, I know.
We have
but
this opinion.
He is really funny on Have You Been Paying Attention? And yeah, but England has, like Jimmy Carr is in everything.
Yeah.
Richard Ayoade, fucking Russell Brand, Noel Fielding. All of those cunts are just fucking hilarious on those sorts of shows. But they're in all of them. Like 8 out of 10 cats do Countdown and...
Who was the first one you said?
Who did you say that or whatever?
Who's the first comedian you said?
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah. He's good because he's a good...
Awesome.
I don't love his stand-up, but he's really great. He's just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. So quick.
How the fuck... That's why there's all these grouse things about him with hecklers. He destroys hecklers, but now it's like a meme. He sort of invites them to yell so you can then fucking nail them.
Yeah.
Do you know the American comedian. I only know him because of Joe Rogan. Tony Hinchcliffe.
I think I've heard the name.
Yeah,
but no.
he looks little and wiry and that.
No, I don't think I do.
He went viral about 2 weeks ago. He was doing stand-up and he was doing abortion.
Yeah.
And he was saying how the gist of his joke was that Alabama has made abortion illegal.
Right.
The one state that fucking needs more abortions, right?
Yeah.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
He went on for this abortion jokes for like a minute and a half, so
Yeah.
fair long.
Yeah.
That was funny. And then he goes, Helen Keller, for example. Now, Helen Keller's the blind lady from the 20 years, from the 1920s.
Yeah,
I don't know what she did.
I don't know what she did either.
I just know she's famous for being blind.
Yeah.
Maybe she
Let's
did.
look it up. I'll find out. Keep talking.
No, I need your attention.
Yeah, I'm listening.
And so he goes, Helen Keller, for example. She should have been aborted, right? She's blind and deaf. It's hard.
Right.
And this lady has just gone, and he's like, what? And he's just like, she's like, how dare you make fun of her? He's like, a woman that died 80 years ago triggers you, but I just joked about abortion for a minute and a half and got nothing. And then she's just like, I work with special needs children. And he's like, he's like now at the crowd, he's like, see people like this? I work at special needs. No one gives a fuck what you do.
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
so fucking narcissistic. You need to announce to the world that you're, and he drills her. I can send it to you. It's very
fucking oath.
He doesn't let up. And then she's leaving or whatever. And he's like, just let it be known I'm kicking you out because you can't handle a fucking comedy show.
Yeah.
And then he's giving shit to her partner and that. Yeah, it's very good. I can send it to you. It's fucking.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Please do. So she was an author, political activist, and lecturer. Her story was made famous by her autobiography, The Story of My Life. But she was deaf and blind. She was the first deaf-blind person to earn a Bachelor of Arts degree.
That's very good.
Good for her.
Yeah, no
good
grouch.
for her.
But
Helen
it's like
Keller.
this, and he's just like,
But she does get name dropped in a lot of comedy shit. Just
like
because
for the last 4 years.
I remember
sort
there
of.
was a Family Guy joke where Helen Keller was playing Marco Polo in the pool.
Oh yeah, rings a
and
bell.
you'd never be able to play it with her.
And they
Marco.
don't they do the voice as well, like
I
the
don't
deaf
know,
guy
yeah,
voice?
maybe.
Yeah, but it was funny. It's like you're gonna hang your hat on being offended by Helen Keller
yeah,
jokes.
exactly. That's fucking
Someone who
awesome.
died 50 years before
Yeah.
you were born.
Yeah. Good. What else? Oh, okay. So I haven't had the shower for a week
Oh yeah,
because Deb almost fell through it. Now, this guy that's in my house for a whole week,
Toothless Joe.
Toothless Joe, he's all right. He's all right. But I have this real problem that I have no idea what is etiquette for tradies. Like, what do you do when they're in your house?
Nothing, you leave them.
The most I do is say, "Do you want a drink of water?" That's it. I made him a cup of tea once. That's it.
You suck his dick too.
Is that weird? I have no idea. I don't hang out with tradies. I'm not in a tradie crowd. I don't know them.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, but I've never done a trade myself. But anyway, I don't know that world. So I don't know what they expect.
Yeah. No.
What do tradies expect? Do they expect you to...
No, they look after themselves.
And I'm cool with like, mate, just get whatever you want. Grab a glass of water. Like, don't eat my food. I'm not going to give you food. Is that wrong?
No.
I don't know.
Of course it's not. They bring their own lunch.
What's weird?
They're going
Do
to
you know what?
work.
He doesn't bring a drink bottle. That weirds me out. I'm like, if I'm a tradie and it's 35-degree weather and you're fixing a fucking shower, you're rebuilding it, you're cutting up tiles and shit, why wouldn't you bring a drink of water? That's weird. I bring a drink of water, it's fucking cold in here. Like, I go through 2 of these and I'm sitting here doing fuck all.
That's why you fucked your
And
gallbladder. You piss too much.
He's sweating his ass off building a shower and he doesn't have a fucking drink bottle.
Yeah.
Why are you saying nothing?
Because I get your point. Because
Tell me what tradie etiquette is.
I don't know. I have lots of friends that did trades.
Surely they
bring
have
their
told
own
you
lunch.
stories
They
and
bring
shit.
their own lunch.
He disappears for 2 hours.
Yeah, they bring their own
which
lunch
is
or they
fine.
disappear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, what do you expect? You walk up or you have your dicks out.
No,
and be
but like,
fucking
when
hell,
they rock up in your
on the
house-
fucking pool, on the tools, in there.
I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to people, right?
You just say, like, okay, I've had a few in my house with the work that I've done, and it's like, yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
goodbye.
fix it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just find it not much, just a tiny bit uncomfortable. Because they enter your house, you're like, here it is, and they're like, oh, cool. So I got to do this, 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 and this, and you're like, great. So do you want to? Yeah, cool. Yell out if you need anything.
I wouldn't even say that.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. But in my head, I was like, have I done the wrong thing by not saying that?
No. Yeah.
I don't know. I just find it an interesting topic, tradie etiquette.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some tradies would go and have fucking knockoff beers on Friday, be like, fuck, you should have seen the house that I was in this week.
Yeah, he's giving you shit right now.
Yeah.
He's like, he's going to his mates or his home, and he's going like, I'm going to this fucking guy's house.
Didn't even fucking offer me a glass.
No. He's going, told him it's a 4-day job. You can do this. It's 20 cents to do this thing, yeah? That's what they're saying.
I'm not paying for it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. They're talking about how fucking shit people are. You know, the other thing that I know a lot of people do, people in general do it, no matter the trade, they just give shit to the one who did it before.
Right, yeah,
like
100%.
If the thing broke, he would be sure going, I don't know who did this.
Yeah. What a shit job.
What a shit job. I wouldn't have done it like this.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
is so bad.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, all right.
The tradie world is so fucking funny to me because they're in their bubble. But there's so many trades, obviously. Like there's heaps. But as soon as it involves physical labor, then you've got a specific personality there most of the time. I don't know.
I know a lot of smart. Like I can think of a lot of.
Not saying they're not smart.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that went to uni and could have done uni, but their idea of working in a fucking office all day, they'd rather blow their brains out.
Yeah,
I have sympathy for that.
Yeah. Whereas me bending over a broken shower for 8 hours a day, sweating my ass off, that sounds like my idea of hell.
Yeah, but unless you get something out of
and they get a lot of money.
Creating isn't the right word, but like finishing a job.
Yes, yeah.
You know, if you created like a Lego piece.
Yeah, like I understand like Brody being a landscaper. That is something that you can see at the end of your job.
Yeah.
You're going, fuck, I did this. This is mad.
Yeah.
And
that's most tradie jobs.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But even imagine the like concreters or like fucking tilers or something like that.
Yeah, I know a few tilers. Mate Ollie, he's a brickie. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
My little cousin's about to be a plumber. Anyway, yeah, fuck it. You know the other thing that annoys me about like men? The men who like the horse races.
I know, we've talked about this. It's my
brother.
Today.
It's Derby Day.
My brother, yeah.
Your brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, like... Yeah, I'm going down to Derby Day in the marquee. Oh, are you? Yes, in the marquee.
See, he's not like
Put
that.
a couple of quids on the fillies. Got a trifecta in the third.
Boring.
Fuck off. Boring. Fuck off, mate. Fucking hell. I hate horse racing, guys.
It is. I went once to a not good day with my brother and all of his mates. It's hell, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
And my brother, I was halfway through the day, he's like, hey, how you going? I was
going home.
I said, I'm bored as fuck.
Yeah.
I was young. I think I was like 21 or something. And I was
Good luck
there
at
with
the track this week, boys. Yeah, you too.
And they all had their form guides and they're sitting there at the table. And then my brother's like, it's mad. Just watch the races, have heaps of beers. I'm like, I can take away one of those things and immediately make it 100 fucking percent better.
It's like, yeah. It's
Which
sick.
one are you going to take in the fifth?
It's like, for me, it's the same. It's just like, yeah, this is dumb, but it's like it's sick. It's like, you get to watch a Sex and the City movie, have heaps of beers. It's like, take away the Sex and the City movie. It's the same with that.
Much better.
It's like, it's just grouse. You check your form guide. Put a quid on for me at the fucking 6th. Oh, what? And this obviously isn't a shot at your brother. I love you, brother.
No.
It's like...
like heaps of people like horse racing, but they're wankers for liking it.
Wankers. And it's generally like rich eastern suburbs. I don't know. And then like you get our people from like the north who used to go to Derby Day and that. In these Kmart, suits from Kmart.
Yeah. Cheap sunnies.
Yeah, Oakleys.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is terrible.
What is it? But what is it though? Like, I think for a lot of people, it's about that dressing up and shit.
Maybe.
And
maybe it is.
That's interesting.
Go to a wedding.
Who are you impressing though?
I don't know.
I've never understood that with anything, with chicks, with guys, where they're going to an event so that they can look good For who?
I don't mind putting a suit on for a wedding.
I don't mind either. But I'm not doing it so that people can look at me and go, oh, nice suit.
Because Derby Day is funny, because when you're in the general area, I don't think you need to wear a suit. But everyone does.
Right. Yeah, because it's about going to the bloody races,
Yeah.
getting
And then you've
dressed
got
up.
these people vomiting fucking carrot all over themselves.
And drinking $10 beers. Yeah.
Oh, Derby Day. That was torturous. I wouldn't wish going to Derby Day on my worst enemy. It is
I just don't,
I don't get it. I don't enjoy it.
That fashion
Pointless.
thing, the fashion thing confuses me multi.
Chicks fashions or whatever with the hat or...
But who for? That's the underlying question that I always have.
For the judges.
Are you? But if you're not in a judging thing or whatever, who?
People think it looks good.
Who to?
I don't know.
You know what
People
I mean?
must
I don't
think that
get
those
it.
hats look good.
It's bizarre.
I get it. But horse racing jocks who would be putting a quid on the filly in the third would be saying, "Oh, why would you just sit and talk?
Yeah.
Why would you play a
They're
guitar for?"
loving the fucking legless chicks that can't stand up after 4 wines. They're loving them and they're going after them and shit. Like, it's like a thing. But it's like I don't think do people our age still do it that much? Only the ones that really love it and want to make money off it.
Yeah, I know.
I only think people that want to make money off it now. What are you doing?
I'm playing with this thing.
Why is it hurting you?
Because I keep crushing my hand and I think I got a little paper cut.
Oh.
Yeah, mental cases. A world I don't relate to at all.
no.
I'm on another planet when I hear people saying they're putting a quid on the 5th and the 3rd, and I'm like, why?
Leave me alone.
Why? Like, what's the enjoyment?
You get money.
Have you won
if
money?
win.
My
My brother is good at punting.
But you've won
'cause he
money
researches
before
it.
on the races or gambling.
Very rarely.
Yeah,
I used
too.
to gamble on NBA.
I have too, and I don't get the endorphins don't flow.
No. Very little amount of endorphins flow.
Yeah.
Like if but I wasn't putting that much money on it. The people that are putting $500 on one thing, they're getting good endorphins.
Yeah. See,
but they're also losing.
Yeah.
I
I've
think
won money
that-
on
yeah.
cards, but I play cards because I enjoy
It's an enjoyable
playing
thing to
the
do.
card.
And it's
Maybe
fun
you
to hang out
enjoy-
and talk shit with your mates.
Yeah, maybe you enjoy going like this. Yes, 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 yeah. Damn, I was going to put it on that one too.
Yeah.
Maybe you enjoy that. Maybe that is enjoyable
Yeah,
for some people.
yeah.
I don't know.
The thing about that horse racing specifically, because it's over really quick and it's a fast paced thing and it can change at any time and there's a short period from the start to the end of the race, big build up, takes a long time between races, and it all leads up to this moment. And then the endorphin rush, I've heard, if you gamble all the time, of winning of losing, you still get an endorphin rush when you lose. And it's
called depression.
Yeah, but it's not though, because you still get the thrill. So that there's something in that. Even when you lose, it's thrilling to watch a race.
You know what annoys? Yep, I get it. Yep.
And that's fucking.
I also,
But it's not worth it.
you know what also annoys me? There's a touch of arrogance to it as well.
A touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's heaps.
Yeah, but being a gambler is like go on the races. Okay,
Yeah.
sick, good for you.
Yeah.
Fucking loser. Like I don't know, but it's arrogant. Like it's like look how good I am, sort of, for betting on things.
Is it?
I don't know.
Do you think it is?
Yeah.
To their mates. Only to their mates.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think if you
So
enjoy gambling
we're
and
going
your
to the
mates
bird
enjoy
cage.
gambling.
We're going to the bird cage. I've got a good tip on the 5th.
I don't know what you just said. You made it up. I think if your mates enjoy gambling and you enjoy gambling and you all gamble together, then it's talking. I think if things like sport, like obviously, if entertainment things didn't exist, no one would talk to each other. And I think
entertainment has always existed.
Correct.
So,
And it never won't. But my point is like gambling obviously is a form of entertainment and it ties people together. And I think without sports and gambling, a lot of people wouldn't have
much to
anything
do.
say.
Maybe. No, yeah, I get that.
Sport is a big fucking talking point. As soon as some people know that you like footy, they'll fucking talk your ear off. You're like, I don't care.
Yeah, but
even
it's
if you don't like it, sometimes they still talk your ear off.
Yeah, I just know in the professional world, sport is good because it's just like a buffer.
Yes, you don't have to talk about the real
Don't have to talk
life.
about anything.
Yep.
Don't have to be.
Yep.
You watch
There's no
Game
depth.
Friday? Yeah, I did.
There's no depth in
surprised,
the
yeah.
conversation. Yeah,
So,
I thought they were going to give him 2 weeks. They
Ah.
only gave him 1.
Oh, geez,
Yeah.
back when I played, you'd get fucking pie for that.
Oh, mate.
Fair income blokes.
Yeah. It's fucking weird.
Fucking menace, retarded. Everyone's fucking stupid. I can get, like I said earlier, I can give shit to men. Not allowed to give shit to girls.
No.
I'm just about done.
Yep. Jack, you listening?
Yeah. What was I going to say? Yeah, not much. Like, things that don't interest me really is see those protesters and that during the week.
On what?
They were
Or
during the week. They were doing
Aboriginal things?
No, they were doing climate change things.
Climate change things.
Yeah. And I was watching it. And it was like the cops did such a good job at doing this and that. I saw one cop having fucking pepper spray and swinging it around his head and spraying it like this, just hitting everyone. I'm like, he shouldn't be a cop. He's uncontrollable.
He's playing. He is. What's the terminology? I was going to say playing the field, but that's not right. He's like hedging his bets. He's like, I'll get one bad person in this.
Yeah. I mean, those protesters, I heard, like, they were particularly annoying and they were going after anybody who was in that area.
Right.
So, yeah.
In your face with my sign.
Yeah. I think they went after this one guy who's...
Sweet, I agree with you, cockhead. Get out of my face.
I don't agree if you get out of my face regardless. I saw that they went, like, because it was like, they went after one guy who I think was trying to develop battery energy so that coal isn't used as much anymore. And they're like going after it. He's like, you don't even know who he is. He's sort of the same thing you're saying, but except he wears a suit and you're yelling at him. He's accomplishing something. But yeah, the cops just battering people and that. Anyway, I don't know.
So people were commending that, were they?
Oh, they were just saying like, in the scuffle, 2 cops were injured. It's like, yeah, but one chick got fucking kicked in the head by a horse.
Fucking oath. Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's all I got too.
Good.
I'm doing Movember,
Oh, yeah.
so we'll see what it looks like in a few weeks when we come back.
Frank's doing it too. He
always does it.
He's got mutton chops.
See, he doesn't. You
You're
have
allowed to do
to
whatever you want.
clean
You're allowed
shave
to do whatever you
though.
want.
You are, but you're supposed
You
to
can't
clean
be a
shave.
fucking fascist
I know.
about Movember.
when you're raising money. Good, Frank.
He's not doing it right.
But you're supposed to clean shave, which I didn't. I stubble shaved.
Right.
But you're
So
supposed
you're
to get
fascist and a
You're
hypocrite.
supposed to get rid of all of it and then let it grow back just where you want it to grow back,
Yeah.
so that by the end of the month you can see your progress. Bloody Frank, fucking sort. He doesn't listen to this anyway.
Frank's
Fuck
such a
you,
dick.
Frank.
No, Frankie's a fucking dickhead wanker. We both planted our tomatoes this weekend.
Good.
Yep. My old man's coming now to tell me how bad I did.
And we'll go see Terminator on Monday.
Yeah, that'll be atrocious.
Monday night.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
It's so upsetting.
bad good.
Yeah,
It will ruin the characters.
That's what I'm saying. It's very upsetting that they're going to destroy. I hope
Sarah
they don't.
Connor.
That they're going to destroy Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor was already wrecked by
Game of
Daenerys.
Thrones, yeah.
But yeah, it's like
It'll be bad.
Remember how grouse Linda Hamilton was as Sarah Connor? We're bringing her back. This has always worked.
Do you know what's weird? That the fact that they've made a franchise out of Terminator.
Yeah.
Like 1, he was the bad guy. 2, he was the good guy.
And 2 summed it up.
2 summed it up.
That's
he was
what-
the good guy, and he sacrificed
stopped
himself.
Judgment
and
Day.
blah, blah, and they stopped. And
That's
it's
what-
like
I
that's
didn't
it.
mi-
That's all you need.
That's all you need, correct.
So that's
I didn't
weird
mind-
that they can make a franchise out of it.
Yeah, I didn't mind number 3. Number 3
Yeah,
had one
I
of the
can't-
best
I don't know
actions.
if I've seen it.
It's very forgettable.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind it. It completely retcons number 2.
Right.
Because the point of number 3 is you can't stop Judgment Day.
Right.
The point of number 2 is we stopped Judgment
Yes.
Day.
Yeah.
But number 3 was like,
interesting
number 3
thing-
cops too much criticism as
Yeah.
being a shit movie. It is not shit.
Yeah.
It is a 5 out of 10
What's,
movie.
what's that? 3?
What?
Terminator 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Terminator 2 is one of the best movies of all time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It's so fucking
Terminator
good.
2 and Terminator 1.
Yeah. Terminator 1's good. Terminator 2 is
Unbelievable.
way better, but it's fucking
I
unbelievable.
wouldn't say way better.
Really?
I have an emotional attachment to Terminator 2 like people our age all do.
Yeah.
Like grew up with
it's
that
so
movie.
good, though.
It is brilliant and I prefer it more as well.
Like, as a movie, don't
you-
worry whether it's an action movie, nothing.
You watch number one. It
is good.
It
hasn't aged well.
Not far. It's
Number 2 hasn't aged well, particularly either in terms of the effects, but the story and the way
effects
it's
are
shot
good.
and stuff is fucking.
Yeah. Also,
but number 1 hasn't aged that well.
yeah. Okay.
But But it is a good story.
Terminator 2, I was talking about it with a friend the other day, and we were just talking about it. Like the scene when, like, obviously the best action scene ever when they're in that canal thing, whatever.
And the truck's after him. And
John Connor's like off on the bike and he does this mad skid.
Yeah,
he's like looking back, nothing's there. Like the camera holds on the bridge for like 3 seconds, nothing's there. And then you just see a boom, and the fuck comes off and he paused and then.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Then the end, fucking.
Yeah. What an ending. What a fucking ending.
Is that 10 out of 10, that movie?
I would say it's very close if it's not 10.
Yeah.
It has to be a 9.5.
I would say
if it's
9.
not a 10.
I'd say 9.
Yeah, I'd say a 9 too.
And I'd say 9, but I don't have any criticism.
There really isn't any flaws to it.
Because it's a grouse action movie, grouse story.
As an action movie, 10 out of 10, easily.
Yeah, but for an action movie to be 10 out of 10, it's got to have good action, but it's also got to have characters you give a fuck about. You can't just have explosions for 2 hours and then go, oh, it's a good movie.
Do you know what?
And the scene when they go to Mexico to get guns, and they have all these character development. It's fucking brilliant. Like when John's sitting with the Terminator. He's like, if some guy's giving you shit, you just say cheese it. And if you're Alpha guy, you go, hasta la vista, baby. He's like, like all that character development and getting to know each other. And he's like, his father figure and
I think Sarah
Connor's
when do you reckon
badass.
Action movies lost the plot? Mid 2000s probably, or early mid 2000s.
Well, depends what you mean, because I don't mind the expendable movies.
I don't mind.
I liked Rambo 4.
Yeah, Rambo 4 was fucking
Rambo 5 wasn't good.
Rambo 4 was fucking
Rambo 4 was
brutal.
Was fucking insane.
Brutal. That's the one in Vietnam, isn't it?
No, it's where they have
Myanmar. That's the one where they show them walking across the minefield and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fucking.
Yeah, it's not in Burma.
That's a good movie. But what I mean is, like, obviously now, even with pretty much most movies, they have to try and explain everything. It's like you don't need to.
We've talked about that before.
I know.
It's like you don't need to explain the Predator. He is what he is, right? You don't need a backstory for him, but you need to make the human characters. You need to develop them.
They have to go from point A to point B
so
and actually have something happen to them.
Yes. Yeah, but have some character.
Yes.
Like, just because it's on my mind with Predator, you get this scene of them in the helicopter at the start where you goes for 15, 20 seconds, but you get everybody's personality. You understand who these kind of people are. The body Ventura, which is, he's like chewing on tobacco. And he's just like, this shit will make you a fucking sexual Tyrannosaurus Rex. He's fucking badass. He's Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think and I was watching even like it's not obviously nowhere near as good a movie, but it's still quite a good action movie, Air Force One.
Yeah, I haven't seen it really.
It's quite good. It's not up there with the great action movies, but it's still a good action movie. And it didn't need much. All it is that people take over the president's plane. That's all that needs to happen. And that's fucking... You don't need to know much more about it. You don't really need to know what the president's about, even though they show a little bit at the start of kind of what he's going for and all this sort of stuff. And he's the president, and of course he hasn't got the training that everyone else has, but somehow he saves the day. That's fucking cool.
It is cool.
That is a good premise.
Yeah. My only argument is like the reason why, for me, I can't think of another one right now, but for me, just about the greatest action movie of all time, Terminator 2, Die Hard, the original Die Hard, is nearly perfect in every way. And for me, why that is brilliant and perfect is because John McClane is Mr. Every Guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cop,
but
he's a slobby sort of cop.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's the president, it's
his development though is good because he doesn't really care about anyone at the start. Does he?
His wife is in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's meeting his wife.
But does he still
gets
goes
roped
through
in.
something?
I understand what you're trying to say maybe. He's not there to save the day.
Yeah.
He got roped into it.
Yeah,
and then he's just there and he wants to survive.
But
he wants to save his wife.
But then at the end, he's gone through something and he now he kind of... Doesn't he he cares a bit? Like he cares a bit more?
No, he always doesn't not care. He's
Maybe
just in the wrong place
then.
at the wrong time.
Right.
And he dealt with it being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
You know what's a good recent action movie? Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks, where those dudes take over that boat. That's a good movie. That's a recent movie.
Not an action movie though.
Yeah, it is.
Because why? They're holding guns. It's more of a drama, if anything.
Yeah.
I don't think
But
it's
it's
action.
action influenced. There's action in it. Anyway, it's a good movie. For a recent movie.
Yeah.
But it's that type of movie that
it's a drama.
But it's that type of movie that doesn't need much of a premise. It's just about these pirates taking over a ship.
Story.
Yeah, okay. But other movies in recent times always try to explain too much, and that's where their downfall is. It's like, no, you don't need to. Just let the story do the telling for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. That is fine. But like in Rambo 5, that explains things. It's just nonsensical.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't make any sense. It's not an action movie, but we talked about it ages ago, but A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, but if you thought about it, it makes zero sense.
Yeah.
And so
there's also not too much to that story, which is a good thing, I think. Like,
it's more the outside world that's affecting them.
Yeah, and you're already there after it's already happened. They show you a little bit of backstory about his kid, but not much else. All right, fuck, we done?
Yeah. I had nothing this week anyway. So.
Yeah, well, we made it through almost 2 hours. So we've done well.
I was speaking to Scotty Marsh, and he's like, I'll listen to a couple of your podcasts. I don't listen to them. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. He's just like, too long.
This is a good story.
He's like, too long.
Yeah,
too long.
I agree.
I'm like, just listen to as long as you want.
Yeah.
And we go as long as we want.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy for them to go for an hour. But an hour, generally, we're not even started after in an hour.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Nah, I can't. Nah. What are you doing this long weekend and that? Races. Tuesday
Yeah, but I haven't got Monday off, though, like you do.
Oh, yeah, well, I took it off.
Yeah.
No, today...
I'm farting my ass off as we speak.
Oh, well, I'm going then. I'm putting in the tomatoes tonight. After I put the tomatoes in, I'm going to play Overwatch.
Well, I was supposed to be going to Holy Moly tonight, but my mate's sick, so we're not going anymore.
Is that a hip new joint?
Yeah, it's mini golf with drinking. It's good. It's a crown.
Oh, yeah. But you need your gallbladder to swing, don't you?
Well, we're not going tonight anymore because my mate's sick.
Watch me play lawn ball. Oh, my gallbladder! Oh, it's out again. Fucking loser. You know what I'm going to do?
I pulled my gallbladder.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go home and I'm going to...
Jerk off?
I'm going to create all this bile and just process it correctly. So suck on that, you
Me too now.
fucking loser.
Me too now.
Oh, bile here. Gallbladder. How do you feel in there, gallbladder? I feel sick.
I hope you have an attack one day and you get gallstones. Fucking.
I'm going. Come on.